It's bear hunting season, and Dan Campbell is hungry for some kneecaps.
If you can just get a hold of them and you start dragging their ass out to the deep, dark abyss, you can drown them.
The Kings of the North are back for another year of the brand new Lions. Make sure you're locked in to Detroit's #1 sports network for all the news and info on your Detroit Lions.
Woodward Sports, let's go.
Let's rock.
Welcome in. It's Wednesday here at Woodward Sports. Braylon Edward is deep sea fishing off the port of Miami, so this guy is here.
Let's go.
Juice Wayne in the house.
Juice, the color of my hat. What's good? Just like the Tigers, happy to be here. Come on, baby. We got, obviously, sweet potato with the A's.
Always.
Yeah. All A's. Shout out. Good energy, good vibes as always.
Mr. B-Lad's in here doing the TD stuff, and I am still Anson.
You are still Anson.
Still the same guy.
Or are
same
you
chair.
the Detroit heckler?
Hey, guys, we got some awesome stuff lined up for the rest of, rest of the year, to be honest with you. But starting tomorrow night, the Lions are back.
The Lions.
Preseason game one, we're going to have our whole lineup going. Heavy, some of the crunch time, this guy and me. We're out in Clarkston. Art and Jakes come out and join us. Then Friday, D-Max got his outing at the Links of Novi. We'll be out there. BDE will be kicking off the day with Mr. McCarty. And then Saturday, we got a new partnership with Jars. So we're going to be joining them for their Dream Cruise Block Party. We've got some all-star talking Matt Broder, Maz, Rogelio, Gordon. They're going to be watching the Tigers.
Elite baseball
as
crew.
well as talking
That
cars.
is.
Baseball and cars. I mean, it doesn't get any more America than that. And neither does YouTube. That's Super America. Smash that like button, guys. Share the stream out. Get your super chats in. The Braves away.
So the mice shall play.
That's right, guys. And we are going to kick things off with the Tigers. I swear to God, we're not doing football for like 20 minutes. We'll be into
New
football,
school
and
Tigers.
we will focus on football a lot. But the Tigers are playoff bound, guys. I told you that yesterday. I told you that a month ago. I'm doubling down today. And somebody was there last night.
Oh, yes, I was.
How'd that go?
It was they made it interesting towards the end there. You know,
remember the whole night?
The bullpen. Oh yeah, the bullpen. Holy shit, they still scare the living hell out of me, dude.
Yes.
Like, thank God we scored 6 runs, because every single time that we put a runner on base, it seemed like they were scored in the late innings, and so that's where I personally, I do think this team. I said it the other day. I think they're going to catch the White Sox. However, I don't think that they're going to do much in the playoffs, because the bats just go quiet in the playoffs way too often, and the pitching staff is not up to par, in my opinion, to go deep
Well,
in the
before
playoffs.
we get there, I want to know what Copa was like. I want to know what the vibe at Comerica Park was, because you and your dad go all the time. You're there once a week, right?
Yes.
All right.
Essentially.
So-
Once or twice every homestand is how it goes. And I didn't go with my dad. I actually sat in a different part of the ballpark, which I very much enjoy. I like seeing all the different angles of Comerica Park, because it truly is. I've been to 28 stadiums. It's a great place to see a baseball game. They have great seating all around the stadium. So I was on the right field line, a little past first base, and great atmosphere. Everyone around us was cheering, getting up, like, runners are rounding third, and, we got the whole section standing up, getting ready, like, giving the woo, like we're going home. And so it was actually electric. High-fiving, friendly atmosphere. It was good vibes. I was very, very pleased with the atmosphere yesterday. Glad that they were able to walk away with a win. Max Clark, home debut, starts it with the, you know what they call him, the spark, with the spark that starts the offense. So shout out to Max Clark in his home debut. Looking
Last night
absolutely.
was his first time at home.
Yes, he was. Yeah.
Wow. He's been on the road for a minute, huh?
No, he has.
Yeah, he debuted in the Athletic Series, and they played the Athletics, the Mariners, and then the Giants all on the road. Came home Cleveland last night. W.
So the fans, the faithful, were excited to finally get a chance to see this guy in person. Tell me what it felt like a month ago, even just 3 weeks ago, when this team was faltering, kind of got a little bit of false hope, thinking that we were going to make the run, and then Scuba goes out, you lose in extra innings. That time, I imagine Comerica felt kind of quiet and empty.
Yeah, I mean, with the Scooble stuff looming over the entire season, I think that they're playing freer for sure, and I think that the fan base feels that as well. Now that Scooble's gone, the expectations have dropped a little bit, in my opinion, for most of the fan base. Where we're just happy that we're winning and we're a fun team, and in terms of, and I saw Sean's clip this morning, and he's like, I don't like watching our bullpen give up leads. I don't like us trading Scooble. I don't like us trading Mize. But I don't live in the past. I root for this team. I will always root for this team, and I will always watch. Dude, remember we used to watch the frickin' the Castro brothers. The Castro brothers. Remember, that's where we came from. We were awful. We were legitimately the worst team in baseball.
Dawa Lugo.
Oh my! Exactly. That's what we're talking here, and you're gonna tell me not to enjoy the fact that we're
way better
in the hunt just because we're under 500. I understand we're under 500.
Take advantage of a bad AL.
Exactly. And we had a bad month, and we are playing the baseball that we were supposed to be playing all year. If we would have kept Scooble, we probably would be looking at a very good chance of making the playoffs, but that wasn't worth it to this organization. They still wanted to retain something back that had its control. That's what you have to do as the type of organization the Tigers are currently operating in. So I don't understand people being upset about that. They negotiated with Scooble once. That pisses me off. But I never expected this team to pony up the $400 million. If they did, Scooble would be still wearing the Old English tee.
Well, and who cares about Scooble? This team's far more interesting to watch right now. They're playing more inspired baseball.
More likable.
They're having more fun. They're more likable.
Yeah.
And I'm hearing that across the board. I've been tuning in the last week so much more than I have all season long. And not
no doubt.
Not for any other reason than I'm super curious about this team that without their superstar is going out and winning games. And not just winning games. Shutting teams out and putting up 8 runs.
Yes.
I mean, they look amazing right now. Shout out Kion, the DJ, $4.99 in the chat. Anson, just a reminder, the Bears and Packers are trash. We'll get back to football. Keep those super chats coming in. Keep sharing the stream. Keep smashing that like button, guys. But no, I look at this team right now, and let's transition from the vibe to the actual situation.
Absolutely.
This team is playing so much better than they did all season long because Scooble was a flat-out distraction. Flat out.
He was.
The pitching is better right now. They're pitching more relaxed. They're pitching more inspired. They're pitching like they all want to be the ace on this team because they know that spot's up for grabs right now, even though Melton has a stranglehold on that. But I don't think this team is in the same spot if Scooble's still on this team.
I agree.
And now I know it's a pipe dream. I don't want to say that he's going to come back like Flaherty, but that possibility is still out there. He doesn't love L.A. His outings haven't been great in L.A. But before we get to next season, focusing on right now, where we sit in the playoff picture. Because all I've been hearing is everybody regurgitating what Sean has been saying for the last month and a half, despite Maz being right that this team would be in the playoffs. We could look at the run differentials first here. This has been going on all season. The Tigers have had the best run differential of top 3 in the AL pretty much all season long. Positive regression was absolutely on its way. Now you look at the other teams, man. Chicago, 50 runs back. That's a super, super young team.
Yeah, that's wild.
And if we'll look at the playoff picture in just a second, but all of the signs have been around this team that something could just flip the switch. And all of a sudden you're looking at one of the top 3 teams in the AL. A weak AL, sure. You can say that all you want. But the White Sox are too young to keep it going. And I'm going to go back to what Sean has said over and over and over again. There's too many other teams between them and the wild card. I don't care. You still just have to be the best of them. And right now they're only a half game back of that spot. From Texas, the Rangers, who have been faltering for the last month anyway. So you look at this team, and there's no reason why you're going to be like, oh, well, they can make the wild card. They're going to win the division. I said it 2 months ago. They are going to win the division. Even if they don't, they're going to be in the playoffs. I don't know why the odds are better for the division than the wild card, Justin, but they can absolutely get to the ALCS regardless of how they get into the playoffs.
I think they can, and I mean, you look at their season as a whole in terms of hitting the baseball, and in May, just utterly atrocious. They were rocking a team .592 OPS in the month of May when they went on their losing streak.
Very bad month.
They are the second best ERA team in the entire MLB, and they, even with that terrible, terrible May of being .592, they still are 11th in OPS as a team. That is pretty damn impressive when you have a month that's that damning. That this offense is overproducing. There's a lot of guys who are stepping up, but you need more. Like the getting Gage Workman out of the lineup every day was so fucking big. Okay,
yeah, I
like
agree.
Max Clark has been such a plus to this lineup, and he takes those quality at bats. He's hitting .297. He's really putting great at bats out there.
He is
not
good
swinging
start.
at strikes outside of the zone.
He has a good approach.
And like I appreciate that, and it brings a lot more juice to that bottom lineup. Same thing with Javi Baez coming back.
Yeah.
Like that is a lefty and a righty that are now serviceable. Javi, not what he used to. I get it. We don't pay him the money, but he's still rocking a .288 average, which is a very good table setter from the bottom of your lineup. He's not going to hit home runs like he used to. He doesn't have that pop because of his hip, but he has adjusted. He now hits .288, and now with McGonigal at third, with him at short, with Torres at second, the defense is a lot better. Yesterday, McGonigal made multiple tough plays look routine. That was uber impressive from McGonigal. You look at Javi. Javi's the maestro of tags. As much as people want to make fun of it, it steals outs. Yesterday, there was a steal attempt that if Javi wasn't the one catching it, he would have been safe. And that's how it is. That's
True.
a flipped out that in a runner in scoring position that you stopped from being there. That is a positive. There are so many things that this team is doing. Dingler is playing like an MVP candidate. He needs to be up there. A lot of people have him second in the MVP voting.
He's the best catcher in the league.
He is so good.
Yeah.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, no, Justin, I love the energy because I absolutely agree with you. Baseball is a weird game, and when you see teams, especially young teams, like we just saw Clark get pulled up. We had obviously McGonigal get pulled up this year. But when you have these young guys, Job's back, like they kind of play with an edge where it's like they have nothing to lose at this point. They're just playing for their solidified position on the team. You don't have, and to Anson's point as well, how often were we like seeing Tarek Skubal talk to the media every day and like say some things where they would contradict each other, and there's just no distractions, there's just no one in their way. And with an AL that's just completely wide open and a division that could be yours, AL Central, there's no doubt about it that they've flipped the script. Like I remember sitting here 2 months ago, me and Justin actually might have been on the desk. We're like, it's chalked, like chalk it up. There's just no light at the end of the tunnel. But baseball is such a weird game. And the Tigers are a part of that. It feels like they were super cold for the month of May. What I saw a statistic. I have to pull it up here. I'll pull it up in a couple minutes. It's gonna blow your guys' mind because it's comparing the month of May to where the last 2 months of their, what they were doing, and obviously winning a lot more. But it's so wide open, and they're a much more likable team in my opinion, no doubt about it.
Yeah, and in the chat, Michael Wary brings up the fact Jackson Wolf was just called up. I'm looking over his minor league stats. Not an exciting call-up. They moved him from the PCL over to International League where he got one outing with Toledo. Did look good in that outing. Only gave up one hit over 4 innings, but largely not great work in his 24 games this season. He has a 7 ERA in the PCL. Now the PCL is a offensive league, guys. But in 25, when he was with Texas in AA, he was .324, but then came out to PCL and really struggled. This is just going to be a middle relief guy that's going to come out of your bullpen and maybe catch a little bit of fire for you here.
That's
obviously,
what we need.
that is one of the Achilles heel right now of this team. Month of May here, you look, 6 wins.
This is what I was talking about.
Last 9 games, and it's the runs, man. It's all
It's
about
incredible.
those runs. And like you look at that graphic that we had up earlier, you see the NL, it's just those top 4 guys, their run differential, it's crazy. They're all in triple digits, and the next closest, 5th place, is sitting at like 25-30. Where The AL, you got 3 guys that are kind of tightly packed at the top, but B-Lad, throw us the standings there.
And B-Lad, don't be putting things in my mouth. I didn't say that they were chalked. I just didn't believe that they could win a playoff series.
No.
And I said that having a bad AL is not a reason why they should make the playoffs.
Yeah.
They have to show
No,
me
I
something,
agree.
and now they are showing.
It was just the general.
But yeah, that was the general
idea.
sense.
You know
I
what I'm
was
saying?
down on them. I wasn't
I
willing to
was
say they weren't going to make the
extremely down.
playoffs, but
I was extremely down.
very down on them and very upset with how they were playing. I will say it like that to clarify.
Yes.
'Cause I know Lions Lifer has my ass.
Hey, we want to see the Tigers win. That's another thing too. Is like we just were calling it how it was. Like, let's keep it a buck.
No, we
At
were.
a certain point, it was like at least me. I know there were a lot of people out there like it's a long season. Like they can't win the World Series in May, but they could sure put themselves into a hole. I fully understood that, but at the time I was like, shoot. Lions Lifer is on your behind here in the chat. Just
What you got?
major pause moment. He said, "B-Lad, don't do what?" After what Justin said.
All right, so there's some stuff in the chat here. Randall Smalls, $5. I asked this question last night. Do you think the Tigers aren't calling up pitchers so playoff teams can't see them before playoffs? I got to be honest with you. As good as our minors are, there isn't really a pitcher that's ready to come up and impact this team in a really positive way outside of saving prospect Ryan, which is at 28 years old what the Tigers are hoping to do with River Ryan, who they acquired in the trade, obviously, for Scooble. So River Ryan is a guy that you might see at the end of this year. He's been fighting some issues with health. He's never really been healthy.
Coming off
But
TJ.
at 28 years old,
Yeah.
missed a whole year of TJ. So he's been playing pretty well this year in the minors. He has an opportunity to come up, part of that 40-man roster at the end of the season and make an impact. But other than that, I don't believe, outside of this Jackson Wolf guy that's probably going to come up and serve very sparingly in some middle and later relief innings, they don't have it. It's the bats that you might see 1 or 2 more come up. But again, with the youth movement and the way that they're trying to serve it, you're not going to see those guys most likely. Now, that real quickly, the Max Clark stuff has got to be frustrating for some fans because all you got to do is wait 2 more weeks to maintain 1 more year of rookie status for him. But that's an olive branch to the fan base after you trade Scooble.
No doubt about it.
Your superstar's gone. Let's give you a little bit of drip
Here's this
and
new
bling
shiny.
in your life, guys. But you got that. We got this here. It's listen, Yankees top of the bunch, then Boston number 2. Those are your wild card teams.
Yeah, you're not
With
catching
Texas,
either of those.
4.5 games back of them, but then your Tigers just a half game back there. Then you're trailed by a few teams in the Central. Twins a game and a half back. Cleveland 2.5 game back. And honestly, the team that I'm worried about most is Toronto Blue Jays. 2.5 games. They're getting a little healthy. If Vlad can actually start hitting, he's been like a .230 batter this year.
He's been
having
awful.
his worst season ever, but he's notoriously a late season performer. That's a team that understands very well the month of September to be
Didn't
able
really
to play
sell
in
off
October.
either.
No.
They like conservatively bought
Yeah, listen.
for the future.
Tigers are going to win their division. Who's going to be the last wild card team? Cleveland? Toronto? And I don't think that Texas is
or
going to hang
Toronto.
around.
Texas or Toronto.
Texas, maybe. I really think that Cleveland has an opportunity to
I do
continue
too.
playing. The problem is that they have to play the
They're
Tigers.
ice cold. They're ice cold right now too.
They are. They are for
I'm
sure.
no one from the Central is going to make the playoffs outside of the team that wins the Central, in my opinion.
So, an interesting.
I do like how the playoff bracket would essentially line up if you see. It's honestly better if you're a wild card team than if you win the division, because then you don't have to. You're probably going to be playing. You'd play the Rays if you're the third wild card versus
That's
if
tough.
you're
I was
win
gonna
the
say,
division. You're playing
Who do you
Boston.
want? Who do you want in the first round?
No one. No one that's an option.
I'll take Tampa Bay.
Yeah,
all
that
day
would be
long.
that'd be the
I'll
only.
take the Yankees all day long.
I would take Tampa.
I like the Red Sox roster. They're playing
Yeah.
so well in the second half. That's a team that I'd love to dodge.
I'd say Tampa. That's a team that could go ice cold just like you. So I could definitely.
Yeah.
I would say Tampa number 1 would
Yep.
be the team.
No
so
doubt.
what I would say is, you want to be the third wild card, not win the division, because if you win the division, you're probably playing Boston, and that's going to be fun. fun times. Fun.
Absolutely. Fun times tonight, too. What time does that game start? 6:20 or something?
6:40.
6:40. Who's towing the mound? Your favorite?
Oh,
Framber,
my
right?
favorite. Yes, I'm so excited.
what is
Framber Valdez.
What does KG call him? What does KG call him, B-Lad?
Oh, I don't know what he calls Framber Valdez.
Mr. Full Count?
Full count king.
King of the full count. Eh?
King of the full count, yep.
Well,
Hopefully our better defense is going to help him out today.
Hey, Framber's been playing with a chip on his shoulder recently. I could tell.
What, a Dorito?
Yeah, like one of those
bag.
the one chip challenge. You know what I'm saying? The really spicy one. It's right here. It's floating.
All right, whatever you say, B-Lad.
Well, shout out Double D is in the house. Mr. Kool-Aid will be joining us in the second hour. We got a little bit of basketball stuff. They did release the NBA schedule, and your Pistons have a marquee matchup on opening day. We'll be talking a lot of football here. We'll be talking some Bryce underwear comments with your Corn and Blue faithful that populate this show. Shout out my Spartan Riley holding it down over there. But get your super chats in, guys. Smash that like button. And please share the Slanson show, as Mr. Freddie Felt called it, a combination of Slappo and Anson. But for now, let's tell them a little bit about Planet Fitness.
Let them know.
Let me tell you about Planet Fitness, and if you've really been paying attention, you will realize that my dirty bulk is over and I have been slimming down a bit.
Yeah.
So where have I been doing that? That's at Planet Fitness, 60-plus Metro Detroit locations. Planet Fitness is clean and spacious gyms, and they have the high school summer pass live right now until August 31st. So teens, 14 to 19, this is what I did as a kid. So if you like, it's perfect. You're free. You get to go work out for free in a clean and spacious gym. Planet Fitness, teams 14 to 19, free the rest of the summer. So tap in with them. Register online at planetfitness.com, and also check out their improved and remodeled locations located in Shelby Township and Chesterfield.
The Super Bowl parade in Detroit will be one for the record books. Detroit just does it different. Woodward Sports, your official Super Bowl or Bust Lions network.
Planet Fitness now has even more best-in-class strength equipment. Join today for $1 down and save.
We're stepping it up.
We're not slowing down.
Finding new faith, new focus.
Love that new equipment smell.
So, you in?
Join the club today. Save when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet.
Finally, life-enhancing LASIK surgery at a price you can afford. Michigan's most experienced eye surgeon, Dr. Yaldo, is offering the most advanced LASIK at just $1,699 per eye, regardless of your prescription. Imagine not just being free from contacts and glasses, but actually seeing better without them. This limited 2026 spring offer is thousands less than others charge. Go to YaldoEyeCenter.com for your free evaluation and save.
Game is won in the trenches, and our big fellas don't mess around. The Woodward Heavyweights on Woodward Sports.
The leaders in LASIK, and our very own Darren McCarty went and saw them recently so he could see 2020. He sat down for 8 minutes. It was painless. And that very next day, he was seeing 2020. They've been doing it for 30 years over at the Yaldo Eye Center. They have over 100,000 successful LASIK surgery. And I know that you've been thinking about it. Your eyes have been bothering you. Doesn't matter what your prescription is, though, because we've got an amazing deal for you. $19.99 per eye. That's thousands of dollars of savings versus the competition. But again, there is no competition when it comes to LASIK in the state of Michigan. Give them a call, 248-553-9800. They are Yaldo Eye Center. And let me tell you a little bit about our friends over at Founders as well. They have pioneered the #1 IPA in the game. 15 years they've been doing it, and it's all-day IPA because it's never bitter. It's always refreshing, always crisp, and always balanced with that 4.7% alcohol by volume. So when you're making that decision at the cooler this weekend, make the right one. Make it all-day IPA from Founders. But make sure when you do that you drink it responsibly.
Let's get it, man.
Hey, we back,
Get
guys. We're back. And the Braves away.
The mice shall play.
Thank you.
Sorry.
You do love your phone, young Justin.
Screen agent.
Almost as much as he
Well,
loves
it's 'cause
his Switch from Amnesia.
It's because there's a breaking report, so make sure you tap into Woodward Wings tomorrow. We'll have all your coverage for that. Dylan Larkin has not budged, according to Helene St. James, on adding teams to his trade
He's not
list.
a Philadelphia Flyer yet?
No. So he's still sticking on
He's not a
his
Dallas Star yet?
original four. Dude, I don't. We'll talk about it more.
Where
on
would
Woodward
you
Wings.
send him?
Yeah, for real.
Where would you banish him?
Who's even running the team?
Well, he has a no trade clause.
Where would you
I can
exile?
only-
Listen, it's wiped. The NHL does away
I'm
with
keeping him here.
And you're the new GM. He can't stay here because the fan base hates him. And you had a meeting with him. Now you don't like him either. You throw away all of your jerseys and you're going to exile him. What city are you sending him to?
Well, my first question is, why can't I keep him?
This is hypothetical, buddy. All right?
'Cause
He's not staying. What's the
I don't even want
worst
him at
team
this
that
point.
you want to send him to?
I mean, honestly, I want to send him to Columbus because he thinks he wants to go there for Zach Werenski, but then he's going right to Ohio State territory. There's just too much funny things that could happen if he went to Columbus. So I'm going to say Columbus. However, I do think that they're going to end up keeping him into the season, and they're going to This is what a good GM would do with this Dylan Larkin situation. He would do this. Dylan, man, I can't trade you to one of these teams. I'm sorry.
Talk to him, baby.
These are your options. You can either expand your trade list, and I can get you out of here. Because these other teams that you don't want to go to can actually give me something that I want, which is what all the teams that you want to go to can't. Because they're all Stanley Cup contenders. So you know what? Let's open up the list a little bit, and if you don't want to, you know what? That's too bad. Because you signed here to play for 5 more years. So you can either play here or you can play somewhere else, but you got to open the list if you want to be traded.
You're happy with that one, aren't you?
Yeah, because it's a simple conversation. It is the simplest conversation that needs to be had with whoever's the new GM of the Red Wings. All they have to do is say, buddy, either expand the list and we'll get you out of here because they can give us assets that we want, or get ready to keep playing in the wing wheel and seeing the boo birds every time you step out at LCA. Those are your options because that's what's going to happen. Because he's going to go out there opening night, and he's going to – and Cam knows.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to – even good-looking Cam would boo Dylan Larkin. All right? And
I probably would.
See? This guy
you had a boo in your bag.
a hating soul in his body.
I don't.
And even he's going to boo Dylan Larkin. This is what we're talking about.
He did it to
so
himself.
you know what, Dylan? Get ready to learn the boo birds or expand the list. And that's all I have to say about this.
He did it to himself. Simple as that.
Send him
But for
to Columbus.
an even more an actual in-depth and nerdy breakdown of these reports, tap in tomorrow because we'll get really deep and really nerdy, but we don't want to lose all our football audience because we're talking like that. So
And
hockey
we will get to football in just a moment, but I need you to tap in with that like button.
Have you announced the
Smash
Super Chat
that
yet?
like button. What's that?
Have you announced the Super Chat thing yet?
What Super Chat thing?
The next one.
We're giving away?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Hell no.
Oh, yeah. You guys
It was teased.
You guys are
last
missing
week.
out then,
It
because
was
I can't lie. If you guys don't start super chatting for it, I'm just gonna pay Braylon, and I'm gonna have him give it to me
You're just gonna have to wait another week
for
and then
cold
another
hard
week.
cash. All right.
I'm telling you.
So you better do it because it's sick and it's my if you know who my favorite player is, it could be him. But no one knows my favorite player because
Dylan Larkin.
Exactly. Because I didn't specify what sport either, so
There you go.
you have no idea. I could be any player on any of my. It's one of my favorite players.
While
And
we
I have some
wait-
good favorites.
While we wait for more super chats, I know you guys are smashing that like button, and I know
It's Bryce Underwood.
I know you're
I'm
copying
kidding.
the link and sharing the stream out to your friends and your fantasy circles, all of that good stuff. I'll read
That's
some
right.
fun things out of the chat here. Doughboy Steve, breaking news: Doughboy is being released home Friday.
You said that yesterday. Shout out. excited to hear that from you.
It's a few weeks in the making. Love that. Mike G. Anson is the only white guy I know that could get on Soul Train. Black from the waist down, baby. Let's go.
All right. That's aggressive. All righty.
Great
Moving
drop.
on.
You got to know
Great
that.
drop.
Mike G, another one. You got to know that stick chasing ladies at Clutch Cargo's an industry back in the day. He was a little too young for industry, but he was definitely cutting it up at Clutch. Do you know what Clutch Cargo was?
No.
10-story church in the heart of Yaktown.
Yep.
That they changed into the club.
I remember that.
Would I love it?
You would have dug it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Then they had the eye lounge in the basement, which was a little more electronic before electronic was
really a thing.
everywhere.
Yeah, that sounds like a total vibe. I think I would have loved that.
Absolutely.
That's like the stuff we need back. Come on, we need cool stuff like that. Like
Yeah,
that's
wake
just
up, Pontiac.
craziness. Like that's what
Wake
Detroit is supposed to be.
Greg
True.
Thomas.
Craziness in normal things.
True.
Greg Thomas, Anson and Justin defending the fort. Love it. The Garrison, baby. All right, we're talking football, guys. Woo! And we got a lot of it to cover because tomorrow is game 1 of the preseason, and we're actually going to see guys that we actually want to see. So that's what we're going to get into. Who do you want to see? Who do you not want to see? And who do you expect to see? Which do you want to start with?
I think we each give 1, 2, 3. And
Okay.
then we react to it. It seems like the way to do it.
That
So
seems
the
fair.
person who I want to
football intern. No, you got to. You want to go first?
I mean, I'm ready.
Yeah, hey,
Oh, he's
hey,
ready. He's hot.
Let him go.
Justin always hot.
The person who I want to is Devin White.
Yeah.
Because we've heard a couple different things from camp. A lot of it positive. He got burned a couple times. I want to actually see it on the field. I don't know if I will. I don't know if it will be this week or if it might be at all. However, that is something I want to see.
Absolutely.
Something that I expect to see is the Pasternaut balling out. All right, because I can't lie. I've seen him do it in an NFL game, and I just saw
Couple of
Haynes
them.
King and Carson Beck
Yeah.
look like they're a couple, top 10 QBs according to what people are saying because they're so football starved. So give me the Pasternaut to show you what a real quarterback looks like.
Yeah.
And then what's the last one?
Who do you not want to
Who
see?
do I not want
Who
to
do
see?
you want to see? Don't want to see, and who do you expect to see?
Who I do not want to see would be Jahmyr Gibbs.
Are we in unison on that one?
I think everyone here.
Because it was mine.
Yeah.
Same with
Yes.
you, Cam?
I do not want to see Amon-Ra.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
A little
yeah.
different on that one.
Same.
All right, so let's. Who do you want to see?
All
Who
right.
do you really want to see?
Who do I really want to see? The player that I really want to see is Ennis Rakestraw
That was mine.
because I haven't
call.
seen him
Yes.
yet at all.
No,
I think I saw him in a couple preseason games in his rookie season against the New York Giants, but that I feel like was the last time that I was able to actually watch him. Now, the reports in camp were like very roller coaster-ish. So it'll be interesting, and it'll be interesting to see how he lines up in specific looks with the defense zone, man. I would really like to see his man coverage because that's what we struggled with mighty heavily the last couple of years. The player that I expect to see would be Tyleek Williams, and the player that I want to see Luke Altmaier too, but the player I don't want to see is Sam Laporta, just based off of the procedure he had this offseason. I know trench play can get a little sketchy sometimes, especially in the run game. So stay away from Sam Laporta. He'll be good week 1. We all know what he's about. But, yeah, Ennis Rakestraw is the main one that grabbed my attention.
Mr. Patata.
Oh,
Potato.
yeah. What's up, A-Dub?
How are you, buddy? Who do you want to see?
I'm well,
Cam,
man.
I love you.
Initially it was Ennis Rakestraw.
Okay.
It was then Devin White. But
Sorry, Cam.
For the sake of interest and sports here, we're going Roger McCreary. I want to see another
All right,
young
yeah.
quarterback.
Let's go.
See what they got, because the secondary we know is very suspect here, and we're gonna see what we're working with between Ennis and McCreary.
Yeah,
Okay.
no doubt.
Thieves. You're all thieves. I want to see Rake. I don't know if he's real or not. Is he real?
He's a Fugazi. He's a Fugazi.
He had a picture.
He's a
in
who's
Madden.
he's a onesie.
Dude,
He's fair.
listen, that could be AI. It doesn't mean he exists. Okay.
AI has been getting out of hand.
Who knows?
You're right.
Man.
I
Supposedly he's real.
if he stays healthy, I still have faith. And maybe I'm being El Slapo. All right, I'll admit it. But the college tape is there.
The tape
Dan
is
Campbell
there.
college tape
likes
is there.
him.
I
Yeah.
don't know if that's real tape though. Is that AI?
Is it AI?
Is that
too?
ChatGPT
I don't know,
1.0?
man.
I don't know,
But
man.
he's a lengthy corner. Like, he's
Yeah.
got the build. He's quick. He gets good downhill when he tackles people. I like a lot of things about his game. Hopefully, it translates this into something. Like I am very excited
That's
to
what
see
I'm saying. If I
him
could
play in
see,
this preseason.
if I could see him strap up a receiver, good man coverage, because 6'2" frame as a corner, that's like ideal.
How long is Derek Moore out? I forgot if that was.
I think they said he was day to day, but I doubt he plays.
Yeah, but so it's day to day though. It wasn't a couple weeks.
To be honest with you, I can't.
Chat,
really
please
remember.
let me know.
let us know.
I can't find it on my laptop. So, and I'm trying to host a show here, so that'd be great. Thanks. Anyway, another player who I would love to see is.
It's my turn still.
Oh, I thought you were done. My bad. I didn't. There's just a long.
You just
I
left
do
out with.
not want to see the $6 billion man, aka the $67 million man.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to see Jameer. We're already in unison in that.
Ja.
The guy that I expect to see a lot of is Blake Miller. I don't know how much we're going to see, but we're hearing some things out of camp that
Balake.
he's good, but he's getting beat, and you expect that out of a rookie.
Yeah.
And again, I said it when I was a month before the pick. I said this is a guy that's kind of on the fringe of a first-round, second-round pick where people have him mocked. I believe that the Lions are going to reach for him, and they certainly did. So he's got some holes in his game, but he's a warrior, and he's going to go out there. And I wouldn't be surprised to see at least a full quarter out of Blake Miller, whereas you
That's
might
fair.
see a full possession out of most of the starters. I think you're going to see a quarter out of him, and I want to see that. I could kind of flip him and Rakestraw at that point. Under the radar players, unless you got a short list of other players you're excited
I just
to
have
see.
a chat in here, and we'll get your super chat in a second, Keon. If it's
Yes,
slightly
I like
off
that one.
topic.
Oh, I win that one.
He
thinks
said
otherwise.
that Moore was 7 to 10 days, and
Shout
he's
out.
on day 8 right now. So should be back for the next preseason game.
Yup. Then I'm looking forward to
I appreciate it.
watching him play. If we'll
too.
do the same game next week.
All right, well, we'll go there right now before we go to under the radar players. Keon the DJ, $2 super chat, shout out. Who has the best jump shot?
From
Anson, Justin, or B-Lad? Joke's on you, it's Cam. Cam,
Oh. What do you got to say about that, Cameron? Do you think that's true?
Don't let me get on top of the key, y'all. Do not let me get there.
Do you go underhand like Rick Barry style, or how does that work?
Nope. No, we're talking.
I feel like
No.
you got a smooth stroke.
Yeah.
It's just how you talk, dude.
You
just
already
got,
know, Juice. Come
He doesn't
on.
even really jump. It's just like a little Bill Lambier.
So you've seen it.
No, I haven't. I'm
No,
making
I've
shit
got
up.
a mean hook game.
Yes, you do. Do you like throw the left arm up like like Kareem
boy.
style, cut
Yep,
him off?
Kareem,
I
even
would
like
pay to see
LeBron, just shoving people off.
I feel like B-Lad's more of a rim runner type of guy.
No, I have no ball handle whatsoever.
No,
I
he-
pull it from the corner. That's about it.
He's the
So
twisted
you're not
tornado,
good at
bro.
basketball then.
No, I am unbelievably atrocious at
You just put him
basketball,
under the
actually.
basket and ask him to rebound.
Yeah, I can rebound
I
and
know
I can
you
defend.
can.
Oh, I can
I know.
defend. I can
Yeah,
play
I
a
don't know.
mean defense. I'm like a SAR down the
Hey,
stretch.
Keon's on my side. He thinks that I got the smoother J, so I don't know.
I can't shoot.
I'm a straight bucket from the mid range though. Like I do not miss from mid range.
I was a high school head coach for 4
Juice
years.
has those soft hockey
But yeah,
hands.
if I feel like Anson in his prime probably does have a better jumper, but I mean Anson now, I don't know. I probably got it.
Hey,
Youthful
yo,
exuberism. How you doing back there, Kool-Aid?
Youthful.
The best J in the building is
Well,
Double
yeah,
D
no,
back
well,
there.
It is Kool-Aid.
I've never seen
100%.
him play, but I'll go ahead and guess.
No, it's definitely Kool-Aid.
So-
Kool-Aid.
Sounds racist.
Kool-Aid would-
Whoa,
Sounds
whoa,
racist.
no. That's because I respect Kool-Aid's game. All right, tip of the cap, my brother back there, and that's because this guy is a bucket. He is. I've seen him handle basketball. I've never seen him actually. I mean, I've seen him shoot. Like, he just looks pure. It looks pure when he throws that thing on.
we're gonna save the under the radar players for the next segment because Randall Smalls hit us with the super chat that I think takes us to the next break.
Bro, why is Lions Lifer all over you, Justin? No matter what you say.
Dude, it's all good, man.
We need a pause drop.
Cody 24 Garcia with the $1 just
What'd I say this
throwing it
time?
to us. Appreciate you, buddy.
Go look at the chat.
All right, so Randall Smalls, while Juice Wayne takes a look in the chat here.
No, my laptop just died. Can't do that.
Who gets the Lions' first big hit of the game? He's got his guess.
Ooh.
Big hit of the game.
First big hit of the game. He says Jack Campbell. Who you guys got?
Jack Campbell. He's not playing.
Maybe.
No.
Maybe
Definitely
one
not.
possession.
Definitely not.
Oh.
All right. He doesn't like your answer.
I hate your
I
answer.
got one.
Who's your answer?
Sorry.
I got my
Sorry,
answer.
Randall.
Hater.
Love you.
Hater.
I guess I'm a
Who
hater.
is it? Give it quick.
First big hit.
Quick.
I got mine.
All right, go, Bladd.
Oh, you got bailed out.
I did.
Chuck Clark.
Dang it, that was mine.
Ah!
Damn it.
Woo! You were gonna say
Keith
that to
Abney.
any name he
Keith
said.
Abney. I'll say Keith Abney.
That's
He's
what
going
I
to be
was-
playing the
Abney.
nickel, and he already has like a couple big hits in camp that I've seen on tape. So I'm going to go with that.
I'm going the Pharaoh's Fury. Ahmed Hassani.
Oh my God.
Let's go.
You kill me with that, dude.
I'm making
Perfectly
a fucking
pronounced.
shirt. Don't you steal my shirt, chat. Cam, where you at?
Man, it's gonna be Ennis Rakestraw. You just watch.
Oh, yeah.
A-Dub.
He's built like Tariq Woolen, and Tariq Woolen could lay a shoulder. I almost said pause.
Shout out to my buddy Spider. Had this really weird, definitely somewhere on, touched by the tism. Anyway,
right.
this dude was he had like 3 teeth, and they went so far in each different way that we called him the rake. And I can't think about Rakestraw without thinking of the rake. Shout out the rake. You're out there somewhere. I already know. Listen, there are some guys that are under the radar. You may not have even heard their name, but they are turning heads at training camp. And I think we should talk about that when we come back. I know you got some outlandish shit that's on your mind right now. What's going on with you?
No, I'm just laughing at what I said.
What happened? What are they talking about?
Nah,
talk about
Lions,
it. Don't get shy now.
The only way I'll say it again is if you super chat it, because that's the only way I'm forced to read it.
We are low on the super chats. Where are we at on the likes? Michael Weary, I hope you're doing your job like police. We need you to smash the like button.
Jan's
We
in
need
there
you to-
too. Shout out to her. She's making sure you guys are in line.
Sneaker chick?
Smashing that like button.
Who's it?
Jan 25 rules.
Shout out Jan. Shout out Jan. Could be Jan. Could be a dude.
Jan.
Shout
Whatever.
out Jan,
Han,
Jan, whoever you are.
It could be
Appreciate
Han.
it. Smash the chat.
Han rules.
Smash that like. Share the chat, guys. Get that.
There's no picture, so I guess
share
I don't
thing.
have any way of telling. So I'm sorry if I butchered it. I apologize.
All right, go to a break.
All right.
Get us out of here.
All right,
Get us
Super
outta
Chat
here.
Cam,
We'll be
tell-
back.
Tell us about Founders.
You bet me, lad. Whether you're at Comerica Park, on the golf course, or kicking it on Belle Isle, check out Water Hazard, Founders' very first canned vodka cocktail. At 5% ABV, it is citrusy, refreshing, and mind you, gluten-free. Best served over ice with a slice of lemon. Get $5 cans at any Art and Jake's location throughout Michigan on Mondays, Thursdays, and Sundays. But please drink responsibly.
The next generation of Detroit sports media is here. Crunch Time is back on Woodward Sports. Join Jeff Iafrate and Booner Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Taking Detroit sports coverage to the next level with massive interviews, viral moments, and the best live reactions. Get ready, Detroit. The young guns are taking over. Crunch Time on Woodward Sports.
Experience summer in Detroit with pro soccer at Keyworth Stadium. Every Detroit City FC match brings a new reason to show up early and stay late. Tickets available now at deadcityfc.com.
This is a hungry bear. This is Carl and Jeff. Carl isn't worried because he has focused energy to spare thanks to Thrive energy pouches. Jeff didn't use Thrive when Carl offered. The bear is happy about that. Don't just survive. Thrive.
You smell that? That's Brad Holmes cooking. And the off-season smells good. Woodward Sports.
Mortgage Pros wants to change your life. They're Michigan's #1 mortgage broker, and they have been changing lives for some years now. In fact, 4 years they've been doing their annual block party. We got a chance to see their amazing employee culture firsthand and talk with their awesome ownership. They're located centrally in Troy. I got a bunch of friends that work there, and they absolutely love it. So it's time to make the call. Stop thinking about it. Get on the horn today, 248-416-1361. They want to change your life. You can find out more online as well at mtgopros.com. Check them out. They are Mortgage Pros.
And buddies, real quick.
Check out some pizza too tonight for $10 off. That code right there, WWS26. When you get to buddiespizza.com, you're going to put that in and you're going to get $10 off of your order of $50 or more. They're the original. They've been doing it for 80 years. They created the Detroit-style deep dish, but they got more than pizza. So head on over to buddiespizza.com today and get your order on tonight.
Woo. And we back.
What's good?
What's good? Some
Not
information
you.
in the chat. It's not a dude. Whoa, I have an apology I have to issue. Jan 25 rules. You'd think I would have been able to put the 25 together with rules, math. That's D-Mac's mom.
Shout out.
Shout out. Amazing. We salute you really for putting together the greatest warrior that the city of Detroit has ever known. A true cult icon. In fact, Michigan's most interesting man, Darren McCarty.
Hi, Jan.
Fantastic.
Sorry that Anson is an idiot.
Hey,
but
listen, it's 2026. We don't miss gender
I
people.
know.
It could be Jan. It could have been Jan. We know that it is Jan, and we know that she is the mother of a legend.
Could have been January 25th.
No, 25th is awesome.
Cam, never change. You're just the best.
Cam crushing it today. And you guys are crushing it in the chat too. 210 plus of you in there. Concurrently, please smash that like button if you haven't already and share that stream. We're still on football. And, well, let's skip over some of the live stuff that we have. We'll come back to that. We were talking about under-the-radar players that we like tomorrow night. And we're getting some news from camp about two guys you may not have even heard of. We've teased one of their names. The other one we have not said once. You know who I'm talking about?
No, because I'm not going to guess off of an 80-person roster. The one
Well,
underrated player that you're thinking
one
about.
is pushing to be the starting left guard. In fact, challenging.
Oh, Miles Frazier?
No. You'd think so. Challenging Christian Mahogany is one Ben Barch. Double B's. Barch. We got double D in the house. Double B. Ben Barch. Really showing up at practice right now and pushing Christian Mahogany. We've talked about it. I've never known at any point that it was going to be Christian Mahogany. I really like what Miles Frazier is and has brought at certain times last season. But now we got another name out there. What do you know about Ben Barch, Mr. B-Lad?
To be honest with you, it wasn't a name that I was expecting right away. I know he's been in the league for quite some time now, and I know Dan Campbell has mentioned his name quite a bit. And I knew he was a bigger lineman that, kind of moved around throughout his NFL career. But if we can get some spark underneath Mahogany, or even if he's good enough to be his replacement, like if there's a big gap there, then I'm all for it. Obviously, I want what's best for the offensive line here. But I have heard Dan Campbell, big burly voice, always Barch this, Barch that. Like if it's good things and he's turning heads, that's good. Like a spark underneath a young player that Dan Campbell and the staff know their ceiling and their potential. They've obviously seen it before. Like, it wasn't this entire time that Mahogany's really been a liability. It was more towards the last half of the stretch of the season last year where it really kind of got exposed, especially in the run game. But if we can, obviously experiencing the offensive line is huge, but it's all about keeping the same unit as one unit. So, depending on how he is schematically, maybe he's a better puller. Maybe he's trapping a lot better than Mahogany is. You never know. And that also allows Mahogany, who's way younger than Barch. Barch is 28. It says it on the screen here when I switch it back. like that's another thing that he can also learn and develop, because they really did kind of throw Mahogany into the fire right away, if we're being completely honest.
No doubt about it. And Justin, this guy, Ben Barch, first and foremost, I got to let you know, his nickname is Smoothie King. This was his nickname is Smoothie King.
That was the last thing I was expecting,
Me too.
to be honest.
He was a tight end in college that converted to tackle. He came in.
No way.
And started one game for Jacksonville. Then was converted to guard. Started 11 games his second year for Jacksonville. He started 24 games in his 6-year career. Journeyman. Ended up in San Francisco now with this third team. He's got the size. This is interesting to me, though, because if this guy has developed into a person that can help us with that depth, which we talked about all week long after losing Cade May, something that was a concern. This is a name that we didn't have on the radar. And now you're adding to that depth possibly a starter now, which allows you to have Mahogany to possibly go and play right guard because Tate Ratledge has to be your center?
Well, maybe, but I appreciate you putting it on my radar, steering the boat in that direction, because I didn't even know that he was competing for the opening job. However, what I do like in terms of the competition, that even regardless if he wins the competition or not, it pushes Mahogany to be better. Mahogany should have pressure on him. He was not good last year, and he should have competition for his starting job. So that is more what I'm looking at and why I am excited. And you just gave me a person who I now need to watch when the Lions offense is on the field, because there won't be a lot to watch anyway, so might as well watch Ben Barch.
There you go. B-Lad, put up a poll. I want to know who the chat thinks is going to be the starter week 1. Ben Barch, Miles Frazier, or the incumbent, Mr. Christian Mahogany. Leather-bound books. The other name we saw
why they call him Smoothie King is because he used to have a daily shake to pack on over 60 pounds to transition from tight end to guard.
Yeah, to tackle and then ultimately guard. But the fact that you saw the size there, the guy can obviously work on the offensive line. We got a super chat from Dante we're going to save for the second hour. It's hoops related, but I want to go on to the other guy that you saw on this graphic here. Won't make you guess him because you already saw him. Cornerback Nick Whiteside. You know what I love there? 6'1". Because we ain't got anybody that's 6 foot or bigger. There's about one guy, and he's a safety, and he's hurt. So this, what we talked about with Trayvon Diggs yesterday, that's a guy with size. That's why I'd like to see him here. But Nick Whiteside, from what we're hearing, this guy honestly is really turning heads in camp. I'll go back to you on this one, B-Lad, to kick us off. Tell us what you know about Nick Whiteside.
Yeah, I actually I got recruited for a very short period of time by Saginaw Valley State, so I knew how good he was in college. Now, I had a lot of friends that attended that university and played football for them as well, and they all talked about Whiteside, how good he was at the D2 level. They gave him a chance. They like that. That's what you do find. If there's a saying out there, and it's if you can play, they will find you. And everything that I've known and people telling me, and actually watching his tape, because I did watch his tape his last 2 seasons along with the receiver that used to play at LTU over there. They both had incredible tapes, definitely pro talent over at Saginaw at that time. It was Whiteside, and it was the name is blanking on the top of my head right now. But he played receiver. And Whiteside's tape in the GLIAC was awesome. And they gave him a chance last year, and they threw him a bone. I think it was against Tampa. I was actually at that game. It was the first game he actually started. That's when the whole Legion of Whom kind of came about there. And they also have his teammate Trevor Nowaski on the team as well. And it was good to see. I mean, he played well, and I know he has a lot of upside in the NFL. Now, the D2 jump from the NFL, there's a huge difference there. So that's one thing that you kind of have to be aware of. Not necessarily concerned, but you have to be aware, obviously. And there's different ways that you can develop him into the defense. I wouldn't call him your every down starter, your day one starter. But I'm glad that he's turning heads and playing physical off the tape that I saw this camp. He's playing physical. He's a bigger corner. He's built like Rakestraw. He's built like Rockison. That's kind of the build that you can tell Dan Campbell is looking for in a corner like this, and they want to man people up. But like I said, the only thing to kind of be aware of is that D2 from the GLIAC to the NFL, and they gave him a chance. And I mean, he's been doing everything he can, it seems like. And
at Saginaw Valley, he tore his Achilles tendon at the end of 2021 and broke his foot prior to the final game of the next season. The guy doesn't mind coming back, but you look at his career here, and his first year was 2023. Did not play in 2024. I'm having a hard time finding exactly what kept him out that year. But then 2025, he does come and he signs with the Lions, did get a chance to play 9 games with them. Coming back from Kool-Aid in the back, excited about that Pistons Freudian slip there. But this is a guy that they did bring into camp last year, spent his first year with Washington, only played 2 games. And again, that Legion of Whom, you saw him a little bit last year. Full off season of being here. Full understanding of what they expect, and now he's getting reps with the one. This is just another depth piece alongside Ben Bartch at the 2 most worrisome rooms, your offensive line and your secondary, Justin.
Yeah, I like what I've heard from camp out of Nick Whiteside. I like that he's physical. He's been ball hawking the ball a bunch of times, making it tough for receivers like St. Brown, even though obviously St. Brown has been dominating because he is that level of pedigree. There's still where we see Nick Whiteside getting a pick here and there or on JMO. So I do think that there is something there in Nick Whiteside. I'm excited to see him in this preseason getting a little more run. I think that he's like Bladd said he's got some upside right now. Good depth corner, could be more, hopefully more. We'll just have to wait and see.
Yep.
There you go. All right, Ben Bartch, Nick Whiteside, looking very good right now. Ahmed Hassani is somebody that I know.
I'm excited to watch him play too.
And Dan Campbell was excited about him last year, and he's excited about him again this year. And I know he had a few things to say about him from Allen Park during this week. Make sure you get into that poll, vote there, smash that like button while we get this video queued up for you. And I'm very curious. I know a lot of people had high expectations of the Egyptian magician last year, and we got cheated. It's kind of the way we felt about Rakestraw 2 years ago, but it seems like both these guys are healthy. Hassanin sounds like maybe pushing to be your starting edge on the other side.
All right. Let's
I wouldn't have picked that. That's what people are saying in
right.
Allen Park, man. Not based on just hope, but based on actual time that they're seeing him out there working and mixing in with the ones.
He could get some time, but I'm not ready to say that unless I hear Dan Campbell say that exact thing in this press clip that Eli's about to run.
Let's go ahead and we'll hit the break. When we come back, we'll start that stuff up.
It should be in yesterday's downloads, and they should all be labeled.
Yeah,
yesterday's downloads, all right.
Yeah,
perfect.
Go ahead and tell them about Icon
Yeah,
Auto. They got
know.
locations all around Metro Detroit, man. I was passing one on my way home in Shelby yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, they got 3 convenient locations around the Metro Detroit area. And if you need to get your car fixed, there's no better place than Icon Auto Repair. Call them today at 586-404-ICON. And their locations are convenient in Madison Heights, Shelby Township, and Pontiac. And the best part about it is you obviously have something wrong with your car, and it won't be in use because it needs to be fixed. So the best thing to do is to go to Icon to get a free loaner vehicle, and they even offer to pay your deductible. So visit iconauto.com today. It's the Icon that you can count on.
Jameer Gibbs, breakout season, loading.
Inside the 5, Gibbs to the end zone, touchdown!
Woodward Sports, the most dominant Detroit sports coverage around.
Some days call for light, others lean bold. What about everything in between? All Day IPA, the easy choice for every day. Citrusy, crisp, refreshing. Flavor you can float with. Light on the hops, big on refreshment. One's great. Two, even better. Brewed with you in mind. No shortcuts, no fuss. Big on flavor, never too much. All Day IPA. Hop into easy.
Hunting season is almost here, Detroit, and your Lions are on the prowl. Make sure you're locked into Woodward Sports for all the Dan Campbell reactions, Jared Goff touchdowns, Amon-Ra first downs, Penny pancakes, Kirby picks, Gibbs big plays, and of course, Jack Fox's leg. Stay locked in on all your Lions coverage right here on Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
You've been thinking about refinancing your home, or you're in the market to buy a home. New, upgrade, first, doesn't matter. If you're looking and you're ready, you got to make the call to Chris and Chad, as well as Christina, our friends over at Supreme Lending. They want you to call them early because they're going to get you in the best situation possible if you give them the time. From start to close, you're in great hands with Supreme Lending. Maybe they can even get you that 0% down payment program. For sure, they'll make sure you mention Woodward Sports. That's going to save you up to $500 off of your home appraisal. Give them a call today. They are Supreme. They are Supreme Lending.
He's come back with a real hunger. Just what's impressed you about his camp so far?
Who's that? Oh, yeah. Listen, he's had a really good camp. He is all out all the time. The guy never takes a play off, literally never takes a play off. He doesn't take a water break off. The guy is all out. Some of his things, honestly, is we gotta rein him back in a little bit. Sometimes he gets out of his mind, and goes a little rogue on some stuff. But you'd rather it be that way and pull back on him than the other, where you're constantly having to prod him. So he's really grown, kind of moving into the big end. That was a move that was made. So he's a little bit of an undersized big end, but it doesn't affect him. He plays so dang hard, plays with leverage. And he's grown, man. You know, what you love about him, like, he doesn't cower from anything. Like, competition, man, he's all for it. And he wants it. He wants it, and he tries to prove it every day. So you like that. I'm excited to see what he does in this game.
The Pharaoh's Fury, Justin. Yeah, get those levels for me. I got them all.
Blow my eardrums out.
They
Oh, my
all
Lord.
so excited about this guy. What did he say when he drafted him? I'm ready to put my life on the line for you. Something along those lines.
Yeah, I mean, he's a total ball player. I love his tenacity. I love the fact that he has this work ethic. That's what they drafted him for. That's why they kept him through his injury. It's not often when you're a 7th-round pick that you stay on the roster when you get hurt like that, and they kept him because they believe in him. And he has that ridiculous athletic upside that you can get something out of. It's just, does he finally have the technique and the level of build that you need to play in the NFL? We'll wait and see, because he played at Boise. And, you know, when you play at Boise, you're not necessarily playing the most physically dominating guys, like if you were playing at Michigan or Ohio State or Oregon, whatever you want to call it. And so now that he's playing in the NFL, he's matured, he's coming off that injury. Hopefully we can see a little something. They said he changed it to a hand-down, bull rush type of guy, and that seems like he's making plays there. So if he can be any type of contributor at all, even rotationally, great.
Yeah, and they loved him so much last year. They were so excited about him. You talked about the athleticism. The will is there too. Yep. So when you have that kind of a motor and you're that willing, you're that driven, you can overcome some of the deficiencies in technique as you learn on the job. And so this isn't a guy that anybody expects to be out there for 90% of the snaps the way that you see Hutch, but it's just yet another rotational depth piece in what is starting to really look like maybe the best defensive line that Dan and Brad have had in Detroit since they got here.
Yeah, I hope so.
You can't teach attitude.
No, you can't.
That's all they talk about is how bad he wants it. All the reports talking about how he's staying after practice. In between water breaks, he's out there hitting the pads. Like, you physically cannot teach that. And I know motor gets you anywhere in the NFL. If you have a high motor, you're going to make it. Like, it's like a Cam Scatabo type of thing. Like, you can't teach that kind of stuff. That's the want, that's the drive that they have.
Absolutely. Sticking with what's going on there and DC, what he has to say, there's another guy on the defense that we've never seen in a regular season game in a Honolulu Blue uniform.
Yep.
And that is Devin White.
Now it's my turn to blow out your eardrums.
I know, because you are as excited, probably even more so, about this guy. And I got a good question for you after we hear from Dan on Devin.
Perfect.
Devin White changed his defense just in the early days. It seems like having that veteran presence out there. He makes plays, looks consistent.
I like where he's at. You know, he looks like a different guy than what we saw in Vegas last year on tape. I mean, he's moving well. He's thumping, pretty smart. He's got speed, still has that speed. And that's what I'm seeing right now. That's what I remember in Tampa Bay when I was in New Orleans. That was the guy. He was a headache. And so, you know, Ham's doing a good job with him and Shep, you know. And so it's pretty exciting right now. Let's see where he's at. You know, he's going to play in this preseason game, and let's see where he can go. But we like what we've seen so far 2 weeks in.
Devin did have a pretty good year last year in Vegas, at least by the measure of tackles. So in what ways does he look even better to you guys than he did on tape last year?
He's thumping, and he's running, and he's finishing plays. It's outstanding.
You got to love hearing that. And I know you're excited about this guy. There it is, baby. Check those levels. So he's going to be playing. We're going to get a chance to see him tomorrow.
My pants are off.
This guy was top 5 in total tackles in the NFL last year, led the Raiders. Now he's here in Detroit in a linebacker room that was underwhelming at first. You know, obviously you got the Pro Bowl in the center and Jack. But then you look at a guy in Malcolm Rodriguez, and Rodrigo's a guy that you love. He's the quintessential Lion. He puts it all out there. But in terms of technique and ability, he's better suited to be a depth piece and a rotational piece. Is this your starter now, Devin White?
Oh, he was always my starter. I said it from the beginning. And now, because you don't say this in the media unless you believe it. It just sets up a player who you brought in on a 1-year deal to just, like, look bad. Like, coaches don't do that. He genuinely probably looks fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay? And I watched the tape last year because I saw almost someone in the chat. Oh, I went back and I watched the Raiders tape. I did too. And you know what I saw? I saw a lot of great run stuffing. And, yeah, he looked like he lost his speed a little bit. But if he's saying he looks faster in practice, not in a game, we're talking about practice. He looks faster in practice than he did for the Raiders last year. That is something to sink my teeth into. I am so excited to see Devin White play. That is easily my most excited person I'm excited to see play against the Bengals. Great to hear that he's playing. I don't want to put you too far the skis here, but that is a lot of great things that Dan Campbell just said. And what did I say when we were talking about Nick Whiteside? I said unless Dan Campbell literally came out and said, like, he's going to be the starter, like, then that's what's going to be putting me over the edge on Nick Whiteside. Or no, that was about Ben Batch. About Ben Batch. Sorry.
Yeah.
Mixing them up.
Double B.
Yeah. However, this is the same situation. Dan Campbell, you come out here, you tell me what's up, I believe you. And I already think Devin White's greatest player. I think, and also, in the Raiders' defense last year, the only good person on that defense was Max Crosby. Everyone else was mid as hell, especially their linebacker core. Their linebackers core sucked. He's about to be sitting next to Jack Campbell.
Yeah.
Devin White, Jack Campbell, next to each other. That's going to be a lethal duo, especially if he is the speed back playing well. Wow, I'm so excited. Bring me to football season. Bring me to tomorrow night. And just get ready. Tomorrow's post-game show, even if Devin White makes one tackle, that looks good, I'm going to be all over you. I'm going to be telling you how it is and what we're going to see. And I'm going to be like, he's not playing another preseason game. He just started all he has to do. Let's go. Come on. Devin White, baby.
Football. Yeah, Devin White. I think he's a starter. I think he is your starter. The bad news about this guy, I believe he led the league in missed tackles at linebacker, and he also struggles a lot in coverage. Now, you got to take that with a grain of salt because he was flying around everywhere, and he was the first to the ball. If Max Crosby wasn't that, he was on that second level, the first to the ball all the time. And when you have a poor core of linebackers next to you, you will miss tackles. I do believe that there are some deficiencies in the coverage game, but I also, from what I've seen and what I've read from training camp, he's been used in coverage a lot. He's gotten burned, but we also heard him coming up with tips that have turned into interceptions, as well as his own interceptions, some of them then in the end zone on red zone practices. So this is a guy that I do believe he could end up being 100% snap percentage guy in your linebacker room. But I want to get to a couple other questions, some more fun questions, because I know we're going to see Devin White, and I do think that he has a massive impact on this team this year. Who has more touchdowns tomorrow night? Luke Altmaier or Josh Dobbs?
That's such a hard question because I don't know how much that Josh Dobbs is going to play. And, wow, that's a tough question to answer.
It's a good one, eh?
Yeah, it is.
I just thought that.
10 goes flying. Do you have an answer? Are you ready to answer this question?
Yeah. Give me Luke Altmaier.
You are. I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah, Luke Altmaier. He's going to get.
Are you putting money on that, or you just want that?
No. I'm not that much of a degenerate.
Okay.
When the season comes along, though,
What's your over/under on the full regular season touchdowns for Luke at 0.5? You taking the over or under?
Under.
Okay, smart man.
Yeah. Well, I will say, and you know what? I'm not even going to say it. It's good. It's gonna bring. Yeah, I can't even do it, guys. You guys.
Key on the DJ says Dobbs, baby. He thinks it's gonna be Dobbs.
The pastronaut.
What about you?
I'm gonna say Altmaier. I don't think that Dobbs plays more than a drive or two. Especially not knowing the offense. And you gotta let the rook spin it.
God hates cowards. Luke will look like the next coming of Eric Hipple. Boy, I hope you're right.
What if he just
Do you remember, off? Cam? I showed you the clip of Eric Hipple.
Oh yes,
the highlights of Eric Hipple.
I don't even know.
I know you don't. That's the name that I heard from my dad.
Right.
When I first was a Lions. Oh, that Eric Hipple just stayed healthy. Do yourself a favor. Go to YouTube after the show and watch some Eric Hipple highlights.
Yeah.
My man, he had an arm on him. What about you? Altmaier or Hipple?
It's going to be Altmaier.
So
Do you know I can see Dobbs? I'm going Dobbs, Cam.
No, Dobbs will be in there, but he just jumped on the squad. He just started training camp with us.
All right.
That's fair. He needs to learn the playbook.
Fair enough. All right. Most yards rushing. Not going to see Jameer, I hope.
No.
Pacheco is out riding his horse, nursing a MCL. So who's it going to be?
Why'd you say it like that?
Because he's a cowboy. I mean, did you see him on his horse with his cowboy hat?
That's fair.
I saw it.
So what are we looking at? We got Sailors.
I'm gonna go with Kyle Robichaud.
Oh,
yeah, give me the Shaw, baby.
There's a deep cut. How about you?
You're going with
as you pull up the depth chart.
Yeah, Robichaud isn't even on the depth chart. That's such a deep pull. That's crazy. Yeah,
he's not.
Yeah, he's not.
I just saw a clip of him bulldozing like
I'm
3
gonna go
defenders.
With Vaki.
We posted that.
That's what I was gonna say.
I'm gonna go with Vaki. I mean, he's slotted in here as the third RB on the depth chart.
Key on the DJ. Dobbs is a pastronaut.
Because I'm not gonna lie. Outside of Pacheco and Gibbs, I've not been paying attention to the RB3 of.
But then
the
you have
Lions.
to because listen,
Craig Reynolds.
Pacheco has
right?
Call him up.
Yeah.
Are you at Netflix?
This is where I will pay attention and I will understand who these guys are. Like I've never seen any of these guys play an NFL game before.
So it's Blackshear, Sailors, or Robichaud is what we're talking about. And I got Big John 77 saying it's Robichaud.
I got Vaki.
Next chat, God Hates Cowards says it's Sailors. And then Michael Wary, the Like Police, shout out, which we are about 25 short of 100. Would love to be there in the next 16 minutes by 3:30. Get us to that goal. Smash that like button. But yeah, then Michael Wary says Blackshear. So Bull looked like Kevin Jones in that highlight.
I'm the only person who said Vaki.
Vaki, another guy, and we haven't even heard that in the chat.
Is he playing or is his nose still broken?
Says he's questionable. So if he plays, if he doesn't, give me Sayers.
Rando Smalls talking about
Sailors.
Hipple And Kevin Bell says, Randall Small's my guy. You old as space. Rando Smalls, $5 super chat. I was in the upper deck of the Silverdome and watched Tampa Bay break Hippel's leg on the last game of the season. Leg, hip, I mean,
shut up,
I've
Rando.
been hearing about it he said shout out, not shut up. Michael Weary, wow.
Shout
I was
out to
also there.
Silverdome, too.
Kevin Bell was the one that brought it up. That was his first quarterback as a Lions fan. I can't tell you the stories I heard about him as a young child, my first times going to the Silverdome, mid to late 80s. I don't want to say exactly what years, but yeah, man, like they all wanted Hippel. All the old men, they mad about Hippel. Never got to see him. Young Justin, you do need to check out some of his highlights because the boy had an arm on him. And some scurry, man. He could move.
All right.
He could
I
smooth.
guess I'll have to throw on the black and white
The
tape.
OG grit.
Black and white tape. Listen, I got an awesome black shirt that says Mad Packs on it. I honestly love that shirt over some of the other shirts I've been given by our sponsors, but I wear them all. Shout out. We love you all.
Damn, that's crazy.
It's about
crazy.
Mad Packs.
Yes, we'll do 1 second here. Mad Packs. If you're a fan of Mad Packs, you already know they bring the heat. This summer, they're shaking things up with some massive new drops. Be ready for the Boom Shakalaka 200 milligram hash rosin gummies and high-low 200 milligram live resin alongside the brand new Mad Packs extracts. These are the perfect additions to your summer plans. Learn more at getmadpacks.com. Mad flavor, mad high, Mad Packs, baby.
Hunting season is almost here, Detroit, and your Lions are on the prowl. Make sure you're locked into Woodward Sports for all the Dan Campbell reactions, Jared Goff touchdowns, Amon-Ra first downs, Penny pancakes, Kirby picks, Gibbs big plays, and of course, Jack Fox's leg. Stay locked in on all your Lions coverage right here on Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
You're building a whole combat sports enterprise in the heart of it in Detroit, and that's what I think is the coolest.
I think with opportunity, right? Like you said, maybe you like to punch people in the face for real, and you know you want to be a boxer, and you have an option there. Maybe you don't like getting punched in the face, and you want to make, you like the theatricals and the storylines, and so you have an avenue here. Maybe you start at one and then want to change to the other. I don't care. I just want you in the building and know that you have some place to go to explore that. Just having the ability to, what do you want to do and how do you want to do it to the best of your ability? And, it all starts with the kids.
The most talked about Detroit media by other Detroit media, and we love it. It's the Woodward Sports Network.
Let me tell you about Art and Jake's. Lion season is here, so make sure you tap in at their Clarkston location. This Thursday for the Lions preseason watch party, Detroit kicks off its season against Cincinnati, and we will be there live for every snap and the postgame show and the pregame show with the heavyweights for the pregame show, crunch time for the watch party, and then me and Anson for the postgame show. So make sure you stay tapped in with us, but even better, you should come enjoy the game with us with great food, cold drinks, because it's the best game day atmosphere for Lions fans at Art and Jake's. So whether you're getting ready for football season or just looking for a great place to spend your Thursday night, we'll see you at Art and Jake's Sports Bar and Grill in Clarkston. Art and Jake's, a sports bar setting with a fine dining flavor, 90-plus menu items, 22-plus draft beers. You can't look anywhere without seeing a TV. That's the Art and Jake's difference. Come on, baby. And let me tell you about a state's title. Let me tell you about Mr. Deeds, baby. Navi Saad. Come on. You know how it is. They make closings easy and convenient because they offer weekend and evening closings by appointment. Over 20 years of experience. But get that right for you because it's not just 20 years. Because it's from 2003. So when you're buying a home or refinancing, the team at Estates Title will make your closing process simple and convenient. So tap in with them for all your title needs. Call Mr. Deeds.
Love that.
Woo!
And we back, guys. We back.
Come to Art and Jake's to hang out with me and Anson.
That's right, guys. We need you to keep smashing that like button. You've got us really close to our goal. We're going to go past it. Keep the super chats coming in and share the stream. That helps us the most, guys. Catching up with some super chats that we skipped over. Randall Smalls early in the Tigers conversation, $5. Not to mention these young Tigers don't have to answer questions about school. I think that really does help. Going a little bit further in, Rando Smalls, $2 super chat. We see Loom got hit hard before the show. How'd you notice? How'd you notice?
What do you mean?
Shout out to our sponsors.
Dante151. Yeah, shout out to the sponsors and to Loom. We'll tell you about them in a little bit. And we'll tell you about Dante's super chat in a little bit as well. Michael Wary with the $2 super chat. If Hipple hadn't been a drunk, who knows? I'm just saying, listen, being a drunk in the 80s didn't matter, bro. But things that do matter
Is that how it went?
Yeah, in the 80s, cocaine and alcohol made you better.
That's why alcohol drinking is down in this country. And the last
You know who
5
Doc
years.
Ellis is?
Yes.
Do you know what he did?
No.
Doc Ellis was a pitcher who threw a no-hitter on acid.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. That
What?
I forgot his name. Exactly.
He had like
but yeah,
5
I know
wild
the story,
pitches in that game, though. He
Crazy.
just said that there was this tunnel that the LSD told him to throw it down, and so he did, and they
Wow.
couldn't hit him, couldn't touch him.
Cool.
But
so cool.
my man B-Lad's going to touch on the NFL with some of his quick slants. What you got for us,
Are you
B-Lad?
guys ready? Because
I'll dot you up for the
football
quick slant.
is in the air. We have some news that was dropped yesterday, but we didn't get a chance to talk about it, which is completely all right because today football's in full swing. We get a day to kind of sit on it a little bit, but it's another
Sit on it.
This is another NFC North. I guess we all kind of knew this was going to happen, but I guess you could say a bomb. I'm going to throw up the highlights real quick. But this guy just won the starting quarterback role over that guy in the Vikings organization. He is named QB1. That means J.J. McCarthy is QB2. Now, how do you guys view that? And here's the thing is, there's a lot of report. Adam Schefter was kind of, in a way, defending J.J. McCarthy a little bit. And exactly. Right, sweet potato Cam. 9 lost his job to J.J. McCarthy. We kind of expected this to happen. That's the reason why they brought it in. But this is kind of a questionable draft pick now by Minnesota. And this kind of seems to be a reoccurring thing. They can't seem to get this under control.
B-Lad, this question isn't about Kyler Murray. I think we all knew he was going to be the starter. Is the question, is there a future
what
for
does this look
JJ
like?
as a starter in the NFL?
I think
Correct.
this
What is
question
that?
should come over to me.
I was pitching it.
All right. This is my opinion. All right. J.J. McCarthy, thank you for handing the ball off and making some great throws in a few moments that you were asked to at
Roman
Michigan.
Wilson, Alabama.
Yep. The Ohio State throws on the sideline were dots. All right. Those were great throws. However, it has seemed like you did not get the experience of developing as a quarterback under the conditions he had. He did lead him to a national championship. He did do that.
What conditions
but,
were those?
but
Was that having the opponent's
elite
plays?
offensive line, elite running back.
And the defense's playbook?
You know what? Every team does it. It's okay. Anyway.
Well, here's the thing, Anson, and there was another thing that I saw after this came out. That whole national championship team from the University of Michigan.
Talk about it.
Yeah, there's not a lot of
There
good NFL pros on
is
that list.
one NFL prospect on that list that actually made an impact, and that was A.J. Barner, and he was drafted in the 5th round by the Seattle
Didn't
Seahawks.
I put that in the Slack?
You might have put it in the Slack, but I have definitely
It
seen
is
that.
embarrassing, boys.
That is
all right,
it is
I need
embarrassing.
to finish what I was saying, though. Once he got drafted to the Vikings, it was over. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I root for the Lions. And you know what? Waste of a draft pick for the Vikings. Mm-hmm. Clap it up.
How does this
Rest
affect
in
the
piss,
Lions?
Minnesota.
Now,
Rest
how does
in
this,
piss.
How does this affect the Detroit Lions going into the season? Is Minnesota a threat? Is Kyler going to change it?
I mean,
turn it around?
They went 9-8 with, or 8-9 with a
Max Brosmer.
With Max Brosmer and J.J. McCarthy. J.J. literally won 6 of his 10 NFL starts.
Did Josh Dobbs play
and
last year?
was awful.
Did Dobbs play for them last year, or was that the year before?
That was the year before.
Wait, are you sure? Because they had Darnold the year before.
No, yeah, it was. Did he? I don't remember.
Was it last year that he had that
feel like I should
crazy
know
game
that.
against the Chicago Bears? I can't remember, but
He ended
now
up
he's on our
with the
team.
Patriots. That's where he ended up.
Oh, that is so true.
I picked them as the 7th seed.
Yeah, you did actually. Wow.
This is a team that has won, what, 13 or 14 games 2 out of the last 3 years?
23 is when he played for Minnesota.
Right? I mean, listen,
it feels...
they have offensive weapons, maybe one of the top 5 or 6 offensive casts in the NFL. The defense is there. It all comes down to quarterback play. And realistically, I think Kyler Murray is really, really excited to be in a new offensive system.
I agree.
Yeah.
With a wide receiver who isn't an absolute weirdo. All right? Like, shout out to Marvin Harrison Sr., but Maserati, a.k.a. Mitsubishi Marv, 2.0 out of the Harrisons, he's just not the guy.
No, he's
good. Really, really
Yeah.
good. But I don't think he's out hanging out and making best buddies with anybody on his team. I know you don't want to, but put it up. I just put
Come
it,
on.
Yeah. Put it up. Put it up. We can't tell about it and not show it to him, Cam. And I don't care, Cam, if it's not filling up the whole back wall. It must be shown. No, not that. Not that. What I just put in.
What are we talking?
What I just put in, guys.
Let's see.
What I will say is, like, the clips from Vikings camp, Kyler looks unreal. He's throwing dots in there. It looks like he's got some good chemistry with Jay Jettas. They're going to look good this year. They're more of a threat than they were last year, that's for sure. And then also Kevin O'Connell, offensive guru. It's going to be interesting to see what he can do with Kyler Murray.
He is an absolute QB
think that
wizard.
they're going to be very good.
Oh, there it is. Bright and full. There we go.
Shrink it down a little bit. Now, what do we have here? Is that the record-setting 18 draft picks out of Michigan?
God.
18. It's a record.
You know,
let's talk about it for a week, ESPN.
You know how easy it is to win.
Anson in the building.
My goodness,
Hey.
that A.J. Barner sure is the best of the bunch,
Hey,
right?
you know what? It's easy when you know what the other team's running.
And my man is in green, not because he's any kind of good, just because he's a starter on a team without any good tight ends, fellas.
Thanks for the natty.
Yeah, we got the
Get
ring.
your bag. Get your bag.
Shout out Connor Stallions, baby.
You see this?
Asterisk.
You got the ring.
Thank
They
you,
got it
Harbaugh.
done.
Asterisk.
They got it done.
See, like right here.
Hey,
See
Saint
those
Restrill.
teams? How none of them are the Lions. Dude, all right.
Hey, Saint Restrill. I didn't know they had him as bad. Wow. Blake Corum. He's actually.
You know what's
very
really
serious.
funny is when you put up to 23 one too.
Yeah, it's
23
probably the
draft
exact
class,
same.
Also trash.
Yeah.
I think they have one good.
Guess
player in
what?
there. Next on the
National title. Don't care what they did
This
in the
isn't
NFL.
college football, young man.
hold on.
It's almost.
Just
It
look
almost
on the
is.
second column of the list and see how there is not the Detroit Lions right there. All right, that's because
True. They
that
watch
means I don't
film.
care. I don't care.
They watch film.
Congratulations.
You know what? Shout out to the Lions who've been drafting really well. Stayed away from all these losers.
You know, they did draft Derek Moore.
But shout out for them not picking any of them.
You know who they
I
did
know,
draft?
that's what I
Derek
said.
Moore.
Shout out Brad.
I mean, we could have used Corum. Corum would be a nice compliment to Gibbs.
Barner would be.
You can
sweet.
argue with the wall about it.
All right, moving on now. This is Adam Schefter. I couldn't get the actual clip for specific reasons, but here is his tweet. Potential discipline looms over a group of NFL players. There was a big, long list, but these were two of the names that actually kind of affect your Detroit Lions. First, I'm going to start off with Josh Jacobs.
Duh.
How badly does that affect the Green Bay Packers, and how long do you think he is going to be suspended for?
It's going to be some BS. I mean, they don't hold players accountable anyway, so why does it even matter? Probably like 4 games.
Does feel that way. I feel like if you gamble.
And then Puka is going to be like, it's going to be like 2.
Yeah.
Maybe a half.
Yeah.
Like, boo, you know, he went to rehab. Like, we'll just give him. And they're like, it's whatever. NFL, why are we even, I don't even why
Clown
we're
show.
giving it the time of day. Of course, these are going to be slaps on the wrist. They prove it time and time again. And why wouldn't they? They run this ish.
They do. It does seem to be that way. And I know Josh Jacobs, he's still
And I don't support it.
Yeah, I don't either.
Don't make me think, don't think I support it, all
For
right?
those who don't know, that is what Puka Nacua is going up against. That is a bite mark.
Yeah.
That is brutal.
Looks like AI, dude.
Yeah, it actually does. It doesn't even look real.
Like the dentist is absolutely nailing who that is.
I don't know.
They check into records like
how do you even get
how does it even look like that?
Because he bit. It's both sides, and he went all the way in. See, the top teeth are on the top, bottom teeth are on the bottom.
Yeah, I can see that. They look different.
And I know they have been saying that.
You don't bite at home, huh?
No, I don't.
You got SPC dying over here in the corner, in the back here behind the TD desk. I will say they report
Not
saying
like
that Puka Nacua he was doing some off the field stuff where he was obviously working on himself, getting the help that he needed. So hopefully we all the best for him. But then again, that's pretty bad. I know Josh Jacobs too. His deal might be a little bit worse. But then again, we've seen the NFL give these guys, like Justin said, a couple games. But yeah, it's
shout out Nitty Gritty with the.
But if you gamble,
shout out Nitty Gritty with this $2 super chat, and this is how deep the mindset of Corn and Blue goes, that they assume other people are down with cheating. He truly believes that I would be in love with the Michigan State asterisk natty. He even said no cap. You don't know me at fucking all, Nitty. Anyway, on to the next one.
Also, 2 unastricted natties with the basketball team and with Western. So, shout out.
You mean one because you went to Western? Shout out.
I've been grandfathered in by the Braylon Edwards. I've officially. I mean, that's my calling card now. Anytime anyone asks, I have been.
Did he give you that diploma? The sideways diploma from Michigan?
Well, I was born into it because my father went there.
Did you get the Braylon Edwards scholarship?
No, legacy, and you didn't even go there? Shame.
Well, that's my own story. I chose to go to Syracuse instead, for different reasons. I had to come home. So
my boy just texted me.
That's my own.
Shout out to Sauna Joe, straight from UD Mercy. We love you, bro. Appreciate
that.
The
Is
support,
my dog.
Sauna Joe.
I got you, brother.
Yes,
I got you.
Let's
yes,
go.
sir.
I was waiting till 3:30, and it is 3:32. I was going to do it when we came back. We're a little over the mark here. You go ahead and drop your last.
Yes, this guy drafted him 2 years ago. Everyone thought he was on top. I thought I was downtown Detroit. 700,000 people around me. I hear the name, Terrion Arnold. I was going crazy in the street. Yeah. Well, things didn't pan out very well for us. But as you can see on the screen, he had a workout for the Seattle Seahawks. There was also a clip where it was on Hard Knocks, and they were asking him a lot of tough questions. And I know he also had a tryout with, who was it, Anson? The New York Giants and the New Orleans Saints. But do you think that Mr. Arnold himself will be playing on a NFL field next year?
I do.
Yep.
I do. The pedigree's there. There's teams desperate. There's teams that don't care about their culture. I mean, why he's not a Bengal already, I don't understand. But honestly, the guy has skills. I know that Lions fans were hard on him, but I know that Lions fans would love to have him here if he didn't have the gray cloud over his head right now. I believe this is his 4th visit.
Yes.
Teams are interested.
Yep, they are
He's
interested.
Gonna land
They're
somewhere.
calling the phone.
Yep. And that's the nature of the NFL, you know.
A Green 713 says TA is trash.
And you know what? You know what was interesting, B-Lad?
What's that?
Where's his suspension? Where's even a murmuring of his suspension?
That's another thing too. And for
I'm
everyone,
just saying,
for everyone that's calling TA trash, and mind you, I'm not totally disagreeing with you on that. But he is not going to be a cornerback 1 on the Seahawks, for example. Their secondary is really deep. The Giants, same thing. They might work him into like a cornerback 3, cornerback 4. That means he's guarding 3s and 4s. That means they will be working him into the nickel, playing more zone. We had him out on an island, left him out to dry, and he couldn't cover a shadow his whole career pretty much for the most part. He did have a couple good plays here and there, but like the majority of the time he was out there, yeah, it was didn't look too good. But if they find a way to work him in, and obviously they had a new he played for 2 different defensive coordinators. If they, like the Seahawks, their mastermind is on defense. And if they can work him in a specific scheme where he's not manned up and he's playing some of like a hybrid safety corner nickel role, then you never really know.
So somebody in the chat here, Duncan Stewart, he says his friend's got 4 years. They already have a verdict?
Oh, I did not know that at all. I didn't hear anything about that.
We need to find some more
We do
information
definitely
on
need to
that.
find
We're
something
going to take
on
a
that.
break right now. We're a little bit over. More information on that in the chat. Duncan, if you got something, otherwise we'll take a look at it as well. For now, though, let's take a break and tell them, well, about something that ain't your daddy's dip, Cam.
Oh, yeah. Let him know, Cam.
You betcha, A-Dub. Put down that freaking gut-rotting neon color energy drink and check out Thrive Energy Pouches. You already heard A-Dub, though. It ain't your daddy's dip. It is tobacco-free, nicotine-free, mental powerhouse of smart caffeine. No jitters, zero bloating. Thrive can be found online at dipstop.com. Remember to use that promo code WSN for 15% off your entire order. Found exclusively at all Market Fresh and Market Square locations. Thrive Clean Energy. They flip and work, y'all.
You know how some things are so good they should be world famous, but they're not? Our house-made vinaigrette is one of those things. And the antipasto salad, we drizzle it over. Same with our hand-battered chicken tenders. Original recipe soups and pasta sauces. It's almost as if our original world-famous Detroit-style pizza is mocking them. And that's not very nice. It's bear hunting season, and Dan Campbell is hungry for some kneecaps.
If you can just get a hold of them and you start dragging their ass out to the deep, dark abyss, you can drown them.
The Kings of the North are back for another year of the brand new Lions. Make sure you're locked in to Detroit's #1 sports network for all the news and info on your Detroit Lions.
Woodward Sports, let's go.
It's game on at Art and Jake's. Wings, burgers, pizza, and ice-cold drinks served up with attention to detail. Wall-to-wall TVs, great service, and a vibe that keeps your crew coming back. Art and Jake's, a sports bar setting with a fine dining flavor.
The Super Bowl parade in Detroit will be one for the record books. Detroit just does it different. Woodward Sports, your official Super Bowl or bust Lions network.
Well, you guys called it. We were enjoying some Loom early and often today, and we'll do so again after the show. We love our friends at
Weed
Loom.
Wednesday.
This is the truth. And there's 40 locations around the great state of Michigan, so they've got you. And we got you as well. All you got to do is scan that QR code above my head. We're going to save you 30% off of every purchase, your entire order, every single time. WSN 30 is what you put in if you go straight to loom.com, or you can also tell them that in person. Make sure you check out their Buzzin' energy drinks when you're there. Honestly, ask questions because their staff is amazing. They're very, very helpful, super knowledgeable, and their dispensaries are just clean and well set up. So take a trip out to one of your local Looms or head to loom.com and find out more about our friends at Loom.
We back.
Welcome back, guys. Massage Chair House up there. We're going to tell you a little bit more about them later. We love that partnership as well. We're going to be doing some things with them during the Lions season, which, as we know, kicks off tomorrow. But we're not talking football anymore. We have got our NBA/Pistons insider, Double D, A.K. Mr. Dent.
Yeah.
Not Two-Face.
Hey,
He's
we back.
Kool-Aid, guys. The man when it comes to the round ball.
Before
How
we
you been,
welcome
my friend?
him in, 1 second, and I want to get his take on this as well. What is your favorite type of potato chip?
Man, I just had that unbelievable Apollo Creed type introduction, and you bust my ass in the middle of it to hear about potato chips. I've already given you this fucking answer. It's all dressed up.
Oh, yeah, okay.
By Better Made. Kool-Aid, welcome in, young man. All right.
There we go.
All right, anybody else
What
got
up,
a
though?
favorite Kool-Aid, or our favorite Kool-Aid and potato chip?
I was making sure that they were ready.
Hey, look, potato chips, you can't go wrong with hot barbecue from Better Made. But
I love it. Straight into his favorite chip. My man doesn't skip a beat.
Man of the people.
Love it.
I have salt and vinegar
chips.
Buttermaids right here. So that's where the question came from. Sorry.
And Great Lakes chips, man. They've been growing on me. The ones from Traverse City.
They have
Great Lakes chips?
Yeah,
it's a brand?
Yes.
They have cherry barbecue.
Yes.
That
Fire.
is like made in Traverse City. Ooh.
And the buffalo wing one.
What about Rap Snacks?
Shout out Rap Snacks. Who had those? Bow Wow?
Bro, they got a whole bunch of different ones. But I'm telling you, they have so many
Master
different
P.
concoctions of potato chips, and some of them are fire.
They were fire. You know what? That's what I survived on in D.C. When I was in college, Rap Snacks, ramen noodles. Hey, and you know what? You got to go get the rotisserie chicken, too, and throw it in the noodles, man. We was cooking it up in the dorm. It's living life right.
Yeah.
Shout out to Rap Snacks, too. That's a throwback.
Well, I'll tell you what. There are a lot of people in the chat are very excited to have you here, so we won't delay.
They are.
The Lakers were sold. We're going to kick that thing off. You know we're going to talk Pistons, but one of the two best franchises by far in the history of the NBA was sold last year with a 5-year clause to keep Jeannie Buss in as the president of the franchise. Now they are moved again. My question for
Disney
you
guy,
is,
right?
Some dude with a lot of money.
Right? I thought he's the Disney guy.
You might have some more information on that, Kool-Aid, but what does this mean for Luka, the Lakers, and Jeannie Buss?
This is insane. Like it seemed like they just transferred control a few years ago for $10 billion, I'm sorry. And now just a few years later, $12 billion. That's insane numbers. And it gets even crazier when you look at franchises like the Pistons, who have gone from the hundreds of millions of dollars that Gore's brought them to another billion-dollar franchise in the NBA. For a league that a lot of people say, is it that popular? Is it losing fans? Is it getting away from what people like in terms of the physicality? All their franchises continue to just rake in the money, and the Lakers, they break the franchise, the American franchise record for the largest sale, largest valuation. $12 billion is insane for the Lakers.
Yeah, it is. And here's a little bit of background knowledge from a quick Google search about the new owners, Josh Kushner and Bob Iger. Bob Iger is the former CEO of Walt Disney from 2005 to 2003, who obviously had the major acquisitions in Marvel and Lucasfilm, which is Star Wars. And then Josh Kushner is the younger brother of Jared Kushner, Donald Trump's son-in-law and former senior advisor. He previously held minority stakes in the Memphis Grizzlies and Miami Heat. And he is the founder and billionaire investor in Thrive Capital, who have had early-stage ventures in Instagram, Spotify, and
Not your
Slack.
daddy's capital.
So they're
Shout out
rich.
Thrive.
Basically, they're rich.
So basically, they are as new money comes.
Yes, no doubt about
Yep, they're gonna filter probably a lot of their entertainment ventures and aspects. You look at things like Cosm and where they're going with sports. I think that they have a good opportunity to at least try to do some new things with how you consume sports, especially given the backgrounds of both of those people.
So the guy that just sold it also is an owner in the Dodgers. He's not divesting from the Dodgers. I'm going to tell you what this screams to me.
Talk to me.
Okay? This is the end of the Lakers as you know it.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
The Lakers, if you truly go back, they had George Mikan when they were in Minneapolis.
Yeah.
And they were one of the great dominant teams.
Land of Lakes.
And then they go out west, and they don't win shit until Jerry Buss arrives. They get one chip with Wilt and Jerry West. That's it, all right? The franchise never knew how to win until Jerry Buss arrived. Jerry Buss hated Red Auerbach. He hated the Celtics. And he was committed to making the Lakers an absolute dynasty for not only himself, but for his children. Without the guarantee of Jeannie Buss being there. Listen, if you think Jeannie Buss wasn't the architect behind getting Luka and behind getting LeBron, you're not paying attention. And although she's a female in a male-dominated sports world, the Buss family, male or female, didn't matter. He handpicked her, not his son, for a reason, because she knew the team, she loved the team, and she ran the team. She won them a bubble championship, whether I like that bubble chip or not. Flat out. all right? And she also gets Luka there, something that's super marketable. They're about to lose LeBron for nothing. They already lost him. You get nothing back for that. And my man ruined your team. Chasing chips, trading capital. The Lakers have nothing left but Luka, a man who's not interested in playing defense whatsoever. The Lakers now are an entertainment franchise. They are focused on nothing more than making money, selling jerseys, and getting people to watch their games and selling out tickets. And you don't have to win championships to do that in LA.
Oh, are you calling them the Lions of the West? Lions of the NBA?
Oh, hell no. No. This is way different.
You say that they're just concerned
No.
with
The Lions now are concerned with having a good business model, okay? They didn't have to be concerned with putting out the best entertainment all over the place. That's what the Cowgirls have been for the last 30 years. Because they haven't won, but they give you this amazing entertainment mecca that you go to down in Arlington, I believe?
Yeah.
And that is what they are. They'd rather entertain you than win championships.
What were they looking at before? Those owners were also looking at trying to bring franchises to where? Vegas.
Yeah,
the entertainment
100.
district.
And that's a great point because it's
do.
the same group that was going to bring the expansion franchise to Vegas. I love that you bring that up.
Entertainment stuff attached
But
to it.
listen, they're never going to be the same.
No.
While the Boston Celtics, it's kind of like a Michigan-Ohio State game, and I don't mean about national championships. I mean about the rivalry. Like Boston's going to hate the Lakers forever, the way that OSU hates Michigan. While the Lakers PR department is going to, it's not about these guys or that guys. It's about having this all experience and this and that. And I don't mean to throw shade at Michigan. I mean to talk about that rivalry and about how now all of a sudden it's about everything instead of fuck OSU. And I'm going to tell you, Lakers right now, they're all about just, hey, come and have a great time. We've got a family fun atmosphere. It's going to be a great time. Buy a Luka jersey. Meanwhile, the Celtics will be back again in the finals, probably this year. While everybody's picking Philly, don't sleep on the Leprechaun.
That's what the Clippers did as well with the new Intuit Dome. You got to imagine that their, in-state, in-city rival is looking, saying, whoa, what are they doing? You go there, they set up there, like, as soon as you get inside the gates, you don't step into an arena like we do at LCA. Stepping into their gates is like stepping into a 2K park at Intuit Dome. They got shops, vendors, several outdoor courts going on, and a whole lot of entertainment that's going on.
That's so cool.
It literally feels like you're in a 2K park. And so when we were there for All-Star, it was one of the most amazing experiences.
Yeah.
Literally, like, they have 2 or 3 levels of concourse that's just outside. And I do believe that from an entertainment standpoint, from a connectivity standpoint, the people who are on the outside of the gates and on the stadium, they're able to still interact and party and have different types of things going on outside of it as well. I believe that the Lakers, they're probably looking at that, at least this new group, who wanted to be able to do some things like this down in Vegas, and they're going to bring that right to LA. And you're right, man, as it relates to the aspect of the history in playing to that, I don't see how these people coming in have any aspect or any ties to that. For them, it's about the bread. It's about how they can make more of it and how they can probably take some of their other brands and pair it right up with the Lakers, a global brand.
Ted E in the chat gets butthurt often. Lakers got great ownership, but it's a bad thing. Anson is just a hot take guy. I'm a hot take motherfucker because I think outside the fucking box, my friend. But when it comes to basketball, it's what I live and breathe my entire life. And I've been watching the Lakers because I had to. Because I remember 88. I remember the Celtics in 87. I remember both dynasties of the Lakers that we ended. And I watch them acutely like I watch our nemesis in Boston because that's who we have to deal with, decade in and decade out. They have great ownership. They will be profitable. They'll sell one day, maybe not ever, but when they do, they'll make a lot of money. But if you think the championships are going to continue to flow into L.A., you're watching the wrong sport or you just don't understand it, my friend.
Yeah, their roster sucks.
And their capital's gone.
Yep.
Like LeBron ruined that team, trying to chase a second chip there. Like he's about to ruin Philly. Y'all think that that's going to happen? Y'all think that's going to happen in Philly?
The symbolism here is crazy. Like literally all LeBron left him with was his nut.
And then where does he go?
That was it. All he left him with was Bronny. Like that's the symbolism there is just.
And then
quite
where does
funny.
he go? But Kobe's hometown to win that 5th chip, right? And what number is he going to wear? The same number that Bean Bryant's father wore, that he wears in the cover at 23. There's so much symbolism in this whole thing. It's crazy.
Hey, look, Conspiracy Anson, you already got me kind of looking at this stuff a little bit. The NBA, I think they're fully in it. And you know what? All-Star this year is in Phoenix.
Ooh,
Yeah,
tell us more.
it's going to be
Tell us
dope.
more.
Yeah, this season coming up, Phoenix, Arizona. I already like some of the stuff that they've shown us as it relates to like how the graphics are going to be, how they've designed it. They are going to stoke a lot of the conspiracy people there, the symbols, the pictures, and obviously what Phoenix is known for. So I'm actually looking forward to it. Getting back out to the desert again to cover some NBA ball, man. Cade should be there. Based on how the Pistons feel and some of the reports, maybe Asar Thompson will get there.
Ooh.
Jalen Durham, we know he just got an All-Star appearance and an All-NBA, but you know what? Based on the reports, they actually might think that Asar Thompson is their number 2 player, though they still love Jalen Durham.
I've been seeing it. Listen, you know how I am on Asar, man. I love me some Durham, but Asar is changing the game. Him and his brother both, man. I look at that All-Star game, and it's actually my guy Ishbia, shout out, ATO.
Shout out.
He's going to need it, because I don't know if you've seen what his mortgage company's been doing. Stock's way down. His down to about $5.9 billion in value, and 5.1 of that's coming from the Suns.
Wow.
They are in trouble. They have made bad moves, including one Kevin Durant, which everybody here in Detroit wants to give up all kinds of future to get. Might still happen. Might still happen. In fact, we got pictures of Cade and KD having dinner together.
Don't we have to, though? Don't we have to continue the trend of bringing these superstars here in their, like, sunset stages? Don't we have to do that?
Man.
Chris
T-Mac.
Webber, T-Mac,
T-Mac.
AI. What? Leitner,
baby, come on.
Josh Smith,
Mr. Rose,
Blake Griffin,
golly,
Mr. Derrick Rose.
That's a pull.
Oh man!
And you know what? At least he was good. At least Derrick Rose was.
Let's talk about how the Pistons have returned to royalty, though, because there's 3 games on opening night, opening day of the NBA, and your Detroit Pistons, Mr. Kool-Aid, they are one of them. In fact, they kicked things off against the Leprechauns we mentioned earlier. I don't see the Lakers on here.
Nope.
Ted, where are your Lakers at? Ted? Doug?
I love this.
Doug and Ted?
You love this? You love this?
The Pistons being included in the opening day of the NBA, I do.
These are your 6 teams in the NBA right now, bro.
Yeah, do I wish they were prime time? 100%. Do I believe that the number 1 team in the East from last year is getting a little hose with their time slot? Yes. But I also believe this. If they weren't in that time slot, I think the NBA would overlook them. You look at the other 2 teams. They're not taking Pistons, Celtics over either one of those. So I think, Conspiracy Anson, you continue to impress me, and you continue to have some type of aspect of my life. But look, I think that LCA booked the concert that same night so that they could force the NBA's hands.
Out?
Look,
we got 60
we have
wins.
to play at 3 o'clock.
That's right.
You got an open slot.
Key on the DJ, $2 super chat. I fuck with Conspiracy Anson too. Shout out, Kool-Aid. Well, listen, and then he doubles down. He says Asar will become Defensive Player of the Year and 6th Man of the Year at some point. Not 6th man, because he can be a starter.
He's going to snag one from Wemby?
100%, because Wemby will have an injury year again. That's inevitable, the way that he's built.
Yep.
But listen, man, you look at this, and I know that you were kind of like, what the hell's going on here, Justin? This is the shift. The West dominated this day. We're taking 2 of 3 games.
You're right.
For what, the last how many years? So now you look at the 76ers, and you were talking about maybe them getting DeMar DeRozan to add yet another name to a super team. But the Knicks 76ers, I love everybody picking those 2 teams, and Boston's going to win that division. But what a scrap that's going to be.
I love it, too, because, isn't LeBron supposed to be flying here from – isn't he going to be already there then, huh?
He's going to be taking helicopters. Crazy.
I'd
be finding a hovercraft or something different.
Like, LeBron's already going to be at home in New York when he
that's the thing,
suits up for Philly.
Yeah, and that New York 76ers game that captures everybody's imagination. You got the champs, who everybody doesn't believe in, going up against the team that everybody's picking to win because of LaBaby landing there. Now, the last game, this is the next 5 years of the West.
Yeah.
That's the next 5 years of the West. Hate to break it to you. Nobody else is coming out the West. Nobody.
Nobody. Just only if Joker just decides, hey, I'm going super en fuego. He's the only other player in the West that I believe can actually pull a team like that. Yeah. But I don't think that they're equipped at all to do that.
Dundada, conspiracy Anson is also a vaccine denier. I plead the fifth. Where's your boy Fauci now, you fucking cuck? Unbelievable. Dante151, $2 super chat. Also, Pistons versus Cavs are the first game on MLK Day, baby. You really gonna sing that? I hope you got your free burger and fries, you loser. Have you not seen the stats? Have you not seen the women that miscarried 81%? Have you not seen the super cancer? A fucking thing that didn't even exist. A term that didn't exist. Mass fibrin clots. Another thing that didn't exist 6 years ago. Do your homework, cuck. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. The Braves away, the mice shall play. Let's go. The Eastern Conference, it has shifted. The power is in the East. Are you worried or excited about the new power dynamic of the NBA, Mr. Kool-Aid?
Yeah.
My boy Anson's fired up, dog. I am excited, and you know why? Because I really believe that people are underestimating the type of player that Cade Cunningham can be. There's a reason why I mentioned the Joker in the West, and it's because we got a player who has put up the same type of stat lines since his rookie year. He's only been mentioned amongst a few of the upper echelons, and that's Cade Cunningham alongside your LeBron James and your Jokers. People and players who have shown to be able to carry a team regardless of what's around them. I believe that this is a season in which the Pistons believe, Cade believes, and I will just tell you, I believe he is good enough with everything around him to compete, even though Philly is doing everything they can to try and stop a Cade Cunningham. Even though we know the Knicks fans won the championship, and what did they do? They went right to socials to talk to Pistons fans.
Good luck.
We know where their focus and their attention is, right?
That's
Boston,
right.
I think you traded your best player. Good luck. Good luck this season. I believe that Cade Cunningham is disrespected when people say, oh, man, the Pistons didn't do enough. Even if I want them to do more, I do believe he's special enough, like we've seen from Joker, to elevate teams to the levels that we've seen. 44 wins, 60 wins. Did they have the number twos in those years? No. So I believe that I'm excited for the season primarily because of what I know Cade will be. And when you look at the shooting, there's so much more professional level shooting around Cade Cunningham this year that I'm excited. If they do make a move,
Isaiah Joe, baby.
Nuclear.
Isaiah Joe, I don't think everybody's so focused on adding this other guy and looking at the big man and worried about Duran and but we got John Collins. Bro, Isaiah Joe.
Oh, he's gonna be so good.
They don't know, bro.
No, they don't.
They don't know.
I'm very excited to
if
see
you
him
tap
play.
in and watch what they were when SJ was out,
yeah,
when Wiggins was out, that was the guy.
I think that's why you go and you get a John Collins after. Isaiah Joe makes so many more things work. You need the spacing for all of the other players not named Cade. Cade proved, you still look at the playoffs. Number 2, Jalen Brunson got him by just a couple percentage points in terms of playoff average. Cade don't need space. We just want him to have that. But everybody else, you talking about getting some outside shooters, John Collins is versatile. This guy's also a guy who can pass on the go. It's not just kind of tunnel vision for him. And so it's all of these other secondary and tertiary players who I believe are going to get the biggest boost from having these outside shooters around them as well. I'm excited about it. Trajan took a very, very strategic and kind of precise approach at making sure that at least the guy that's supposed to stir the drink has around him what he needs. Why stir a drink if there ain't no ice in there? You know what? So Trajan threw the ice in there this year, and now I do believe that gives Cade, as well as everybody else, a lot more to work with.
Couple of super chats coming in here last minute, and then we're going to talk to you about amnesia and some other things here. Conspiracy Anson gets 1 minute to tell us sports conspiracies. New segment, Keon the DJ.
Yes!
We actually have Sports Lies and Videotape. That'll be coming later in the year. Rando Smalls, another $5. Kool-Aid, do you think it's more addition from subtraction?
A little bit of addition from subtraction. They have definitely cleared up some log jams. People yelled at me a few years ago, Anson, when I said Isaiah Stewart would not be he wouldn't be a starter when they're competing for playoffs, and he wouldn't be here when they're competing for championships. So I do believe that they've cleaned up what they need to. They have a better kind of eye on what they need, but it's not necessarily addition by subtraction. It's addition by addition. They added Isaiah Joe. They added John Collins. They added versatility to this team, and I do believe, hey, don't sleep on Ibuka or Corey. I do expect him to be a contributor on this team and be more steady post All-Star break. And Anson, you've continued to say it. Don't sleep on this trade deadline. Trajan will add somebody impact.
They got all kinds of flexibility. They can switch back and forth to whatever they want, Justin.
And Freddie in the chat accused me of making my dinner plans while you're going on your rant. Nope, I'm just letting the man cook and get his dish off, okay? Sometimes
shout out Freddie.
There's this great thing that we're taught as broadcasters. You got to know when to shut the hell up.
Let him cook.
And let someone cook. And, when Anson's going on a rant like that, you just got to let Anson go. Sometimes Braylon doesn't let him. I did.
Tell us about amnesia, Justin.
I picked and chose my moment today, that's for sure.
You did. That was awesome. I could see it in your eyes. Like, your eyes lit up. You're like, oh, wait.
Oh, man.
I'm on the desk and trusted.
Well, people in here talking about I'm not smarter than a scientist or a doctor. The fact is, the scientists and the doctors, they changed their tune. And they came out with all of their findings. People like you, Dundada, don't want to look at it, though, because you want to tell yourself that you did the right thing because you listened to mainstream media, and now you look fucking dumb.
How was the concert, Freddie? Drop it in the chat.
Yeah.
I want to know. That's just a personal thing, but I don't feel like typing it. So please let me know how the concert was. I'm curious.
Alrighty, Justin, tell us about amnesia.
Please, switch it up, baby. Switch it up.
Got that switch on you.
Well, you use the other one. There's a second one.
Yes.
We have a new one.
Shoot.
It's okay.
I'm looking for it. I can't find it.
No
Westbrook
worries.
retired.
2 flavors, 1 device, 3 ways to enjoy it. That is the Amnesia Switch. You can see I'm enjoying it right here. And it's the best, honestly. It's so smooth that it lasts a bunch. It hits like absolute royalty. But the new product that they want to bring you that is just as elite is the 1.5 gram bubble hash glass tip infused blunt. And let me tell you, whenever we pull these out, they're so strong. We got people like Anson tapping out because they're so good. We smoked that thing, and it is absolutely awesome. Combining premium bubble hash with sleek glass tip for a new way to enjoy the classic. It's the latest addition to the rapidly growing Amnesia lineup, and it's available now at your local dispensary. A smoother way to stand out. That is Amnesia with the great technology of non-leaking glass tips.
That's right. Let me tell you about Gold Crown. They just dropped the new Royal Jesters, and these are not your average pre-rolls. We're talking 1.5 grams each, and they are quad-infused, keef-coated, and live resin-infused THC diamonds and terpenes, all packed into one. That's 4 layers of, I've got to tap out after this. These aren't your hit it twice and pass it around pre-rolls. These are why am I analyzing this game like a coach right now pre-rolls. Shout out to Dan Campbell. Michigan made, top tier, no shortcuts. Next time you hit the dispo, don't think, just ask for Royal Jesters. Because if you're going to smoke, you're going to smoke like royalty. And while you're smoking like royalty, you can also feel like royalty in a massage chair from Massage Chair House. You got to check it out, though. It's in Bloomfield Hills, the largest massage chair showroom in the Midwest. Be sure to visit Dr. Eric Duncan, the Wellness Doc and creator of the #1 YouTube channel for all massage chair reviews at the Wellness Doc. Book your visit today at massagechairhouse.com or simply scan the QR code above my head. Massage Chair House, your ultimate ticket to recovery and relaxation. And we back really quick.
Chat just eating each other alive right now. Shout out to the non-sheep out there holding it down. Shout out to everybody for showing up today. Shout out to Sweet Potato making us sound so good. Shout out to Mr. B-Lad for making us look good, so good. Shout out to the king of the round ball here in Detroit, Mr. Detroit Kool-Aid. Shout out to my man to my right here, El Slapo, a.k.a. Justin Satawa.
What's good?
Oh, those, they heard it right. Those Lions post games,
we're going to be screaming at each other.
There'll be juice everywhere.
Yeah, you guys are not ready. Like last year, I was talking to Stick, and I was like last year because I was TDing it, I wasn't able to, fully put my spin on it and really, get into it with Anson, except the times I did host. But now, it's going to be brutal. You better watch. It's going to be like a UFC fight of SOL versus El Slapo. So it's going to be hilarious. And we're going to take calls. We're working on making sure the calls are working for you guys.
I'm talking shit to the chat over here.
All right.
I'm having a great time, guys. Stick around. Honestly, you already know what's coming. The Heavies, their last show before tomorrow's heavyweight watch party pregame show over in Clarkston at our friends Art and Jake's. Tap in with us, tap in with them in an hour, and make sure you show up tomorrow. It's all Lions, all day, all Thursday. Week 1 of the preseason, it's tomorrow. We are the Braylon Edwards Show. We'll see you tomorrow.